I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm Muhammad Ali fighting in his prime. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm Martin Luther King, the dream never died. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm Michael Jordan winning for the 6th time. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I pray to God we gon' make it to the finish line. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling made. I'm feeling like the president of the United States. I'm feeling like a $1 billion Bill Gates. I'm feeling like a $1 billion Bill Gates. Jimi Hendrix, Marvin Gaye, Nelson Mandela, Colin Powell, and Mark Twain.
What it do, people? Welcome to We in the World TV. It's your host with the most to say, RALPHDAMOUTH. You already know. Yo, right now, man, it's crazy right now I'm feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? When I'm watching this, man, the protest is a beautiful thing we doing to show the madness and show the emotions that we had enough of this, man. All this police brutality, these murders is going on around here. You know what I'm saying? I got some few people on the cast with me today. You don't got to see them, but you're going to hear them, man. They're going to talk. They're going to chime in on what they want to say. But I'm a little upset, man. All this protesting, man, these police ain't stopped. They pushed the old man down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Old man was being a little aggressive, but they shouldn't have shoved him like that. That man was 70-something years old, man, damn near 80. You know what I'm saying? He can't hurt nobody. He can't hurt nobody for y'all to do with an old man like that. Where's your training so you can handle people like that come through? I know they have some form of training for a man at that age that you can subdue him in a better form than you pushed him like that to the ground, crack the skull open. Man probably gonna die because of you. You know what I'm saying? And then you got another murder that happened over here in Florida. They look like they just ain't stopping. Y'all protesting, they still killing. So we have to come with another form of protesting on them because it doesn't look like this is working or they listening or paying attention, man. RALPHDAMOUTH is here to talk about this, man, because the protest is a beautiful thing, but what's the next move? You know what I'm saying? And I'm open to suggestions. Anybody got something to say? Anybody disagree with me, that think that they got something better to say about the situation, let me know. I'm right here. But so far, what I'm saying, the protest is a beautiful thing, but it's not a great thing because it's not stopping nothing. It just ain't stopping nothing. They still abusing their power to the fullest. They don't care. They some of the stuff that they're doing, they're adding to the protest. They're breaking windows. They're smashing their own police cars. They're doing so much stuff out there, man. It's crazy. So it doesn't seem like the method is working, you know? So what we gonna do? Somebody talk to me. Help me out here. You know, pour me a drink a little bit, man. I'm getting emotional, man.
Basically, we need some reparation, man.
Reparations? Reparations not a bad topic neither. We do need some reparations. But there's a form, I think there's another form of getting reparations to me. You know what I mean? Like some togetherness, the togetherness reparations. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to come together. I think if we come together as a people and better our community, you know what I'm saying? Which is hard when you have all these rules and things against us, which is very hard, but the fight must go on. And then we probably can gather to reparations. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the ins and outs that we should do to get reparations. But that is a must that we get something.
Yeah, we built this country for free,
oh man, we've been built this country.
We built this country. When are we gonna get paid for building this country? When are we gonna be equal, man?
If y'all hear birds and all that, I'm outside. I'm in a whole new location, folks. I'm out here though. I traveled with this. I mean, no more home right now. I'm chilling. So you think reparations would be a good idea, huh?
Absolutely.
Anybody else got something to say about that?
Reparation how?
What do you think?
Bro, I think there's like different ways to look at that reparation thing, man. Instead of waiting for somebody to give you something.
Okay.
Why don't you build it yourself?
You might have, in other words, take the reparation.
Take the reparation.
By building your own, by building your nation.
Exactly.
And then you demand it because you got a whole bunch of people behind you, and you want that.
Why can't we build it again ourselves?
I got you. I kind of agree with that. I like that type of style of reparation. That you build your nations, you're strong, and now you're more demanding it instead of asking. You know what I'm saying?
We have to take.
And we have to give people accountable.
Because them young kids is out there repping, man. Them young boys is riding, man. It's a little messed up with the looting and the taking. I don't see it. I don't see how stealing 2 pair of Jordans and some splash screen TVs is going to help us much. I don't see how that's a good war tactic. Because right now we at war.
It's not only young kids though. There's
grown people out there doing it,
out there,
and then you
so,
got that Antifa, whatever you want to call them.
So of course, if you see the grown folks out there breaking into the place, the young boys are gonna go right there.
They're gonna follow. They're gonna follow. They don't have no leaders out there. You can see these young folks, and whoever's out there, there's no leaders, and there's nobody that's telling them to guide them which way to go, what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a little reckless. It's unorganized to the fullest, and the police is adding on to it. They not helping at all. The police is not helping at all. They coming out there to cause trouble. To me, from what I'm seeing and the footages and the media lying, you got the media was just lying about the Dominicans. You already got enough problem with them. Blacks, and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, whatever you want to call them, they don't want to be called a black, whatever you want the beef may be. Then the media adds that in, and then you hear in the media and in the video they said that's not what it was about. In the video they said that's not what it was about. You know what I'm saying? So they fueling all type of stuff. You got to look at that.
It's also election time, so
of course it's election time. Yes,
this is for you to help you vote more on who to pick. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame though, but you definitely don't want this guy in presidency. But the next guy, who's
Biden?
Are we gonna put hope on this brother?
If we talk about Biden right now, right? You got to talk about the bill he did with Bill Clinton. He locked up more blacks than any president that ever did in the United States. Man. So at the end of the day, why would you want somebody with that track record? This is facts. I'm not even bringing up like my feelings about him. I'm bringing up factual stuff about the man that's on his track record that people seem to just skip by. That he had a bill that locked up more black people in the United States than any president in the United States. Him and Bill Clinton, they worked together. This is facts. Look it up. If I'm lying, just look it up and tell me I'm lying. You put the comment right there, like, nah, you're lying, man, and I'll be like, okay, you got me. I read it several times, folks. Joe Biden is a racist.
And they're all related.
They're all. Listen, you're in a racist society regardless. So either you gotta learn to live with it. Kind of. It sounds crazy when I say that. Like, how do you mean live with it? It's like it's here. It's like it's here. We've been, most of us been living with it. Nice and smooth. Like I don't want to start picking and choosing and start doing that. But you notice when other black nations come to America, you got the Haitians, you got the Jamaicans, you got this, you got the Africans, you got all of them. They come to America and they seem to do well. Black, you know what I'm saying? So you can't just blame the system 1,000% when you see other black nations come to this country and do well. You know what I'm saying? They do well. They got houses and they doing it. They got businesses, they got cars, and they doing it. You know what I'm saying? In this system, this is a fact. I know some people don't want to hear that, but this is what I've seen in my experiences when other cultures come over here, black cultures come over here, they do well. They have the stick together format. And it kind of works. You know what I'm saying? It needs to tighten up a little bit better. We need to bring it all in. I think that together format. See, if you notice the Jew, he has a together format and it benefits him. He puts more of his people in office. He puts more. He has people to do security for him. They have accountants. They have lawyers. They have doctors. They're not making every kid become a star athlete. They're not trying to make every kid a basketball player. They're not trying to make every kid a comedian. They're not trying to make every kid a rapper. People don't want to talk about that, but let's put it out there. Yep. Let's put it out there. So let
structure.
Everything. Yeah. Structure. Let's just put it out there. What you grooming is what you get. You know what I'm saying? What you grooming is what you get too. If you stop what you raising, that's what's gonna come out. The end results.
And you know what they learned? They learned that structure from the Bible too.
Because you have a lot of fathers that put 8 hours of training into football and put no hours into studying with the books. They'll do none of that. They'll be out there with them throwing, and they'll teach them how to throw, and they'll teach them how to run, and teach them how to catch, and they'll do no schoolwork with them. You know what I'm saying? And they're looking for the business. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a free ride to school. If you're going to use it as a tool for a free ride to school, educational, and such and such, and the kid happens to make it, there's nothing wrong with that. If you happen to push the kid and he has a talent, and you have schools calling you up, and you have the big leagues and all that calling you up, then push it. That's money. I'm not going against the money now. Don't get it twisted, folks. I'm not going against the money, but we are pushing that certain agenda more than other agenda than the lawyers and the doctors and education and so all that. We're not pushing that agenda as the number one and then everything trickles down behind that. That's not being taught. The system is not being taught. We're blind to the system. That's not cool. If you're in a system, you should at least know how it works, no matter if you say, oh, it's bad and it's against me and such and such. If you ask somebody what's against you when it comes to the system, a lot of people can't even answer that. You're like, what's against you in the system? What do you don't like about the system? Well, it's against blacks. Like, listen, all right, yeah, okay, cool. You got, but what's in it that's against black? What's this? What's that in the system? Can we use it any type of way? Can we as blacks use it any type of way? There's nothing we could do in this system. We can't prosper in it if we come together in this system. Is that impossible to do? So we can probably change the rules if we, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. You know what I mean? You change the rules as you come together, and then now you can be like, all right, this rule, we don't like it. We don't like it. We're not voting for you. We have 3 million people that we know for a fact not voting for you because we're together. You know what I mean? Like the Jew does when he brings the whole busload and they know they're gonna build on this one policy. This is all togetherness moves.
Yeah.
These are all togetherness moves. They get on a whole bus and come from Brooklyn and come to an area that I know in Rockland County, man, and they vote on my where I used to rock town. They straight vote. And they're not from the area. They bring their peoples and they vote on a policy that fits them. They have people in the office that sits in these seats that will check yes on everything that they spit at them. And that's why you wonder why they will get caught in a certain situation, a criminal situation, and get over. Oh, how they get over it? Because they got somebody sitting in the seat. They got somebody sitting in the seat. They worked on this. They worked on when we get in trouble, you let us go. All right, you let us go. I bet, no problem. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Or if the person that's in the seat, black sometimes, they pay him under the table. Hey, well, listen, man, hold that for me. You know what I'm saying? And you run with it. We're not doing that. If you don't combat it like that, how do you expect to win? You can't beat the enemy if he's shooting a flamethrower with a water gun. It just ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That fight fire with fire. Sometimes that's not logical. To me, fight fire with water. You know what I mean? When we're going to throw water on the fire and just try to put some of it out.
They have to be more like the Spanish people. Because they stick together.
They stick together. Look how they moving. Look how they're coming up.
They move like a unit.
They move like a unit. And then you can also, okay, people do fight amongst each other. Okay, but they also build amongst each other.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's say that. Because sometimes when you bring black, they be like, oh, everybody else is fighting it, but everybody else is coming together. Did we do that yet? Are we practicing that? And I can bring that to I also bring that to my Haitian people on the low. Even though Haitian people do come to this country and do well and such, but the togetherness process has what word would I want to use? Has diluted. Has diluted. You know what I mean? The togetherness has diluted because we should be making moves here too in this system. You can't say the system is that much against you when I've watched you prosper since I've been here. Don't say the system is that bad when I watch you grow too in this system. I watch you grow as a people. Yep. Don't do that.
40 years, like 40,
don't do that.
Years Haitian people been here.
Oh, they've been rocking. They got businesses, gas stations, it's running. They got the community, they buy houses left and right. As soon as somebody get kicked out, they call their friend, like, yeah, they moved out, you can have next door. You know what I'm saying? They rocking. But I think they needed to tighten it up. You know what I mean? I talked to my boy today. I think we should have our own banking system, but that's a whole other topic. I don't know if everyone want to get on that. I'm gonna switch off all over. This is kind of like a freestyle. I don't even know what, you know what I mean? I just forgot to do last night. So today we're gonna have fun with it. You know, we're gonna talk about whatever. We got about 4 people on the panel today, so the subjects will be all over the place, folks. I might jump off the camera here and there and take a break. You know what I'm saying? Go to the bathroom real quick and take care of my business. I'm drinking, so I gotta do that. I didn't tell anybody I was going live, so there's not too many people know about this, but we're going to talk. Anybody else got something to say on the panel that they feel like they want to bring up while we're here?
We should stop voting for these people.
Oh,
because like
when I say that, I get my head chopped off.
Yeah, because they don't support.
You said stop voting?
Yeah, because they don't support anything that we're moving for. So we'll keep voting for something that we don't really stand by. So it's like we never really got anything from what they call the commander-in-chief in this.
I wouldn't say stop voting. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back to the togetherness process again. Everything comes back to the togetherness process again. It's like some blacks will vote because like say for example, you have Obama. They voted for him because he was black. They didn't even check the policies. They didn't know what he was going to represent. He said a few good words, and they voted. They voted for Bill Clinton because he was a Democrat, and whatever he said, they voted. But now, if we was to know the policies, we know the reason why we're voting for it, and we're all voting for the policy collectively instead of scattered votes, because our votes are scattered all over the place. We might stay on the Democratic side, but they're scattered. And most blacks, if you were to ask them, why are you voting for this person? It would probably be an emotional tie, or just because it's Democratic. They will have no clue what the policies are. If you say policies, they would look at you like, what is that? So that's the problem. You have to know what you're voting for, and it has to be done collectively.
Exactly, because
it has to be collectively, and you need a spokesman. You need somebody that's going to talk for the group. All these black leaders that they put in front of us, I don't know who said that they was our leaders. I don't know who voted for them. I don't know where they came from. These Jessies and these whatever the other names is, they're not my leader. Half the stuff they speak for does not work for us. He's not talking for the people. I talk for the people way more than them, because I've been with the people. I've been through the ups and downs with the people. These guys are just running game on us.
Because what's dangerous is, like, say you have a mayor that's a Democrat, and you have your governor that's a Democrat, and they say he's against the president. And even the president is a Democrat or Republican. Either way, they're still gonna do what the president is entitled to do. They're still gonna follow suit. It's not like they might disagree. You might see them battling, going against each other, but you're still gonna be stuck in the same fuckery.
Yeah, but it's policies though. It's just that the togetherness factor is you have to look around you. For example, let's use the U.S. Army, for example. Why is the U.S. Army so strong? They're together. They have different nationalities that's together, which makes them one of the strongest armies in the world.
Absolutely.
They're using what I'm talking about as making it the strongest weapon in the world. It's togetherness. They're the only army that has different nationalities under their army. No other army does that. So it shows you the power of togetherness. To me, that's what I use as an example. That's all. You know what I mean? Somebody can be like, no, that whatever, that's on you. That's how I see it. That's an army of black, white, Chinese, you name it. They're all in that army, and it's one of the strongest. Why? Because they stick together. Even in basketball teams, the basketball teams are all mixed together, and so on and so on. But the ones that have the best stick together team wins. Most of them win. They have the spokesman, the leader, and such and such. But the teamwork is what makes the dream work. I know for a fact, if we was to stick together right now, like say a 75-man clip right now, we could be stronger than most of the competition around us right now. Definitely. If we were to set up a 75-man team and plus women, excuse me for not putting the women in, because we definitely need the women. We have a female on the panel, folks. She's quiet. She said she was gonna say something, but she ain't saying nothing yet. Laugh or something to let people know I ain't lying. Here we go. So if you would make a 75-man team right now, stick together, of doing them allowance, of coming in weekly and such, before you know, we can buy land, and we can buy this, and we can buy that, and you can buy this. But just a 75-man team right now, if we was to be focused on that and we was to come together, this is possible. You know what I'm saying? That's how teamwork works. But I'm just talking shit. They say I'm crazy, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I cursed again. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to curse too much, folks. That's a spell, they say. Yeah, I'm saying I was thinking about that this morning. Remember? Let me get some more of that drink. That drink tastes good. What's the name of that? Don't say too much, man, because they ain't paying us. Let me just see the thing. Okay, somebody's giving me comments. Who's that?
Brother Shaw, he said, "What's up, man? He likes your shirt."
Oh yeah, you already know. I'll do what it do. I'm rocking this only. You know what I'm saying, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, and that's it. Nobody can send me nothing, no acts. That wine got me nice. Anybody got something more to say? I gotta take a little commercial break. Give me 2 minutes, folks. Not even. I'm looking at it. Yo, I'm back. What's going on? Let me read some comments off, man. Yeah. Yeah, what happened to George was foul. Was foul. That right there should and what's so bad about it? Now, as of today, there's another black man that got murdered by police, and it's still continuing. It's just gonna still continue, and doing the same thing. Like this statement right here that was made, the rioting, and some of the stuff that was done. I'm not even mad at it. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not even mad at it 100. Because after a while, it's like when you hold something in, you know what I mean? You keep holding in, you keep letting it go. The person might think you weak or something, and you explode and you let it out. And that's what that was. That was the black world letting you know that we had enough for that, man. Like it's disgusting. We don't want to keep turning on our TVs and our internet and seeing police killing blacks. You know what I mean? And all that what Candace Owens said, okay, he had a bad track record. That's not cool, but death, killing a man is killing a man is killing a man. And that's what that cop did with the smirk on his face, hands in his pocket, with his other buddies on the other side of that man's body, putting pressure on limbs, and organs where he can't, where the flow of life can't go through. That cop's job is not to kill. His job is to arrest, detain, take him to the police station, and charge him for whatever wrong he would have did, and figure out if he did wrong or right during that time. Not kill the man, no matter what his charges were, no matter what his past criminal history was. That's not okay. Candace might have said facts about the man's criminal history, but the rest of it was garbage. The rest of what she said was garbage. It's pure garbage to me. She has no feelings for life, it looks like. I don't know what agenda she's pushing, but that agenda right there that she pushed was gross. You know what I'm saying? I'm against it totally. Totally. Yeah. You know what I mean? You said what you said, but you got to show respect to human life too as a police officer. Your job as a police officer is not to kill. That's not what you signed up for. If it's in the training, I don't know about that, but I don't think so. I don't think kneeling on a handcuffed man's neck with your buddies on the other side is in the training manual. I don't think so. You know what I mean? If it is, somebody please throw it on the bottom for me and show me, because I know they have it on the open on the websites, whatever you can find it. Google it. You can go Google the police handbook to see if putting your knee on a handcuffed man's neck is part of the routine to handcuff. And they had him in the car. Don't forget about the video. They had him in the car. You can see from the way they was swinging their elbows and that man in the car, they were hitting him.
And it's nothing new.
Oh, it's nothing new.
It's just been
It's just being recorded right now. It's just being recorded. You're right on point, sir.
It's nothing new.
You're right on point, sir. So these are stuff that we gotta we can't keep sweeping under the rug. You know what I mean? Every time this stuff happens, we sweeping under the rug, and the pile is getting high as hell now, man. Like the pile of dirt and the pile of killings and all that is getting high, man. Like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're under attack, man.
We're under attack, man. That's what it looks like. If I was to take a step back, on the outside looking in, it looks like an attack. It looks like an attack. It looks like somebody is out to attack us. And if you look all across the globe, it looks like the attack on people with my skin color and different type of shades, brown, whatever you want to call it. The attack is on. You know what I'm saying? So we have to wake up as a people and do something about this. And you know, sometimes when I see these gangsters, you know, they're going in at each other, I'm like, whoa, listen, man, like, not now, bro. That's all I'm getting at, man. I know about gooning it, gentlemen. I know about fighting. I know about all that stuff. But at the end of the day, man, we have to change the focus now, man. Like, focusing on, like, I know it's hard to squash beats overnight for somebody who did something probably to your family and so on and so on. So I can't expect you to just say, yo, the beef is over. Oh, let's shake hands. But that's not your real enemy, to be honest. Your real enemy kind of sets you up, you know, for you to be doing what you're doing now, to be honest. The gang wars and the hating each other and so on and so on, you were set up. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different topic. People don't want to talk about that, but that's a true topic right there.
That what happened in Chicago suburbs over there? Everyone going in and then the cops showing up and they still looting. Cops went in with the guns and everything. They still continue coming out with big 75-inch TVs.
And the cops don't care.
The cops were outnumbered.
You know what's crazy? They got little.
So they didn't care.
They got little Malibus, little Corollas, and trying to put a 75-inch in a.
The cops were more or less saying to themselves, "I'm not going to get hurt." You know what I mean? For a tough TV, and it would have been stupid if they would have opened fire on somebody with a TV in their hand. That'd have been extra stupid if the cop would have did that.
They could be replaced. You know, those items could be replaced, but our life cannot be replaced. You know. So
Yes.
After the looting and all this shit dies down, now we have to think of a plan. We have to move together, man. We gotta move together. After all this nonsense, all this politics stuff, we gotta run for offices. We gotta run businesses. We gotta stick together, man.
Because Black Wall Street was a beautiful, beautiful idea, but what they didn't, and I know they did have security. Because if you do the research on it, they had security, and they was kind of ready to defend the area, but they didn't 100, and that's not their fault. You know what I mean? They didn't figure, we're gonna build a black nation, and somebody was gonna get mad at us for doing that and come in here and destroy it. So now that we have that information in our head, it's what do you do with the information? So now that we know, okay, if you build a black nation, somebody might get mad. Another culture might get mad at you and come attack. So you must be security. Like I said, I would bring up the Jewish community again. They have security. They have their own security.
Whatever happened to the Native American? I've heard they don't like to call Native. They like to call natives or First Nation. What we call Native American. Whatever happened to them? They was the first one here. Had land here.
They put them on a reservation. They're still on the reservation to this day.
Extinct to this day.
And not that they're extinct. They gave them their own piece of land, told them to stay here. You see, they just had a problem recently about putting a pipeline through their land, and they said no, don't do it, and it was still done. But basically, that's what happened to them. A lot of casinos are on Indian reservations.
They had to go through a small war. I think in the 60s or something like that. Even the mothers, fathers, kids, they all had to grab and shoot back. Yeah, they had to go through a small war back then against basically government, federal agents for their land.
That's true. That's very true. But what happened is when they started losing and they made deals with the US, backfired on some of them.
Yeah, overthrown. That's when that overthrown.
And they gave them a piece of land to go somewhere and chill. And to this day they're on the. And to this day they're on the they're on the red. Oh shit.
What's up, bro?
It's good, baby.
Well, he's doing a little show right now.
I ain't seen this dude.
I'm out here, man. We in the well, baby.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Good.
Thank you, brother. Everything good?
Yeah, maintaining my brother, man. My brother was maintaining to stay in the way.
Okay.
He's doing a little show talking about the floor, and the floor.
Okay.
The riot thing, man. It's bugging out.
Riot things, Yeah.
You was in Florida or some shit like that.
Yeah, I just came out here. What was it? Yesterday.
Okay.
I just swooped on in, man.
You flew?
Nah, I drove.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's better that way.
Yeah, it's very.
You're trying to.
No mingling.
You're trying to fly yet.
No mingling. No mingling.
Trying to fly yet.
You know what I mean?
No planes, bro.
Yeah.
As much as I fly.
Yeah. When's the next time you fly out?
What do you think?
When's the next time you think you're gonna fly, bro?
Next year, nigga. Ain't going nowhere. I'm in the backyard. I'm doing what y'all doing.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. If they say, yo, P, we got a show for you, yo,
You're over
If
here.
the money's right, I'm going.
Okay. You hear the man? You hear that? That's it.
Everything. Lysol.
That's it.
Gotta be
But you
prepared,
gotta
yo.
have the little Lysol.
Yeah. No, but you know what they said on the plane? You can remember before you couldn't travel with no liquid.
Yeah.
Since this pandemic, you can travel with like
You
hand
have to.
sanitizer.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what I mean?
You can't do that because nigga caught the corona through his eyes on a flight.
Oh,
Through his eyes?
Through his
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think it was a war
Need
tactic, though, man.
goggles, too.
I think it was a war tactic.
Now that's
Yeah.
droplet.
I think it was
That's
a war
not
tactic.
Real, nigga.
Yeah, I know it's real. I know it's real, but
This is real war.
it's
You
a
know
war.
what I'm
Exactly. It's a war tactic.
It's a real war.
Yeah.
It's a real war.
And
Ain't no
everybody
game.
I know that's black is smoked up, chilling,
Yeah.
ready to shoot, ready,
Yeah.
armed and ready, man.
Yeah, just laying low.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
you see the white
strapped.
supremacists.
I am strapped with that shit.
I don't blame you,
I'm
cuz.
not playing with these niggas, man.
I
I'm
don't
not I got that thing, nigga. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep it, man. I ain't
You know
gonna
what I
hold you. I have to keep it, man.
Gonna have a little small joint too, though.
Yeah.
Let me get a little sip of something.
Yeah.
Get a little sip of something.
Me and wife would be going to the range, shoot.
Sure. You gotta do what you gotta do. Safe out there too, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Appreciate you stopping by, my brother.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You know, man.
Yes, sir.
Safe out there.
All right,
man.
no doubt, brother.
No doubt.
We're in the world, baby.
Y'all be safe, man.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man.
All right. Yeah, man.
Nah, he right though, man.
Absolutely right.
Gotta stay with that thing on you, folks. Stay strapped.
P always talk facts, man.
Yeah.
I'm the
Shout
old
out to that
facts,
man right
man.
there. Shout out to that man, P
Always.
Rock, showing love all day.
I
You know
already
what I'm saying?
know.
Did the
Already know
drop.
how you do, my brother.
Did the quick swing through. Show love to the guard. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. That's a real brother right there. I wasn't even expecting that, man. That's crazy. Swooped in on me.
Yeah, you know, when we stop by, you know, we build a lot time to time, you know.
Of course.
It is what it is, you know.
Building is the best thing we could do mentally. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge, right? Like that knowledge should be like that's another weapon. That's a whole brand new weapon. That's a whole brand new weapon is knowledge, man. That's why I stay sharp, man. Somebody come at me, you better be correct because I'm ready.
Yo, Z, those things I be talking about is like people are looking for so much to reach. They want this, they want this, they want that. They gotta build the foundation. The structure has to be well structured, man. You gotta teach this generation what's going on in this world right here. You have to teach them that, man. Because you see all the kids that's out there routing, where are their parents? Where are them? They be like, yo, son, you should be home right now. You just lost somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
That's bad.
After a certain time, you should be home right now. You're being targeted. Why are you not home? Why are you not trying to do something? Why are you out there stealing? At first, I understand it, but right now, all these days later, come on.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
this
true.
shit is called stealing now, man.
Come
That's
on.
true.
You're stealing right now. You know what I'm saying? I understand the anger and all that, and you leaving with big screen TVs. You know what I'm saying?
Then you
Like,
can't win. I don't see how that's not a good war
yeah,
tactic.
like I
that-
see a lot of big screen TVs. Like, well, y'all going with the big
Yeah,
screen
that's not a
TVs,
good war
though.
tactic,
You guys are
man.
not leaving with guns. You guys are leaving with. You guys are leaving with TVs. With TVs, more stuff to brainwash your mind.
Yeah,
You guys are
TVs
stealing shit to brainwash your mind.
ain't gonna do it.
You feel me?
TVs is definitely not gonna do it, folks. Hold on, folks.
Yeah,
I
man.
got a whole bunch of
She gotta change though, dude.
You have to change, man.
my whole
We have to
inbox is
change,
jumping,
man.
folks.
Leaving the
I
kids at home.
I can't
watch
answer
TV.
all the messages.
You know what's so
folks.
crazy though? That Blackout Tuesday thing.
Listen, I can't answer all
That
the
was the
messages.
craziest thing. Like, yo, we're gonna just not do it one day. Just
Just
do
one
it.
day.
Just Tuesday.
Go to-
That's
go
it.
to-
That's
listen.
gonna fix everything.
No,
It has to happen every week.
every weekend.
day.
Every weekend, maybe we should do
You
that.
should do this. Should
Do
be
what?
A blackout.
Blackout.
Stop going to the club. Stop
Stop.
buying these bottles. Because I know if this shit open back up,
I like the blackout
this is what we
movement.
guys gonna be doing again. Back
I
to
like the blackout
back
movement, but
to
I'm
the
not.
hookah
I'm not
lounge.
hooked to it. I'm not hooked. I'm not hooked to that.
Listen, listen, brother. Why can't we get together in our own property, our own places, until we own places? Why are we gonna go jump out after this pandemic is over and make them even more richer to pay even more cops to even injure us. Why? Why do we do that?
Listen, the blackout, I understand why they did it, but
I have to continue.
my vision is we at war, right? My vision is we at war. That's how I want to. That's how I want to put the title on it. I don't want to put no other title on it but that we at war. Is that a strong war tactic to make somebody stop buying on Tuesday? Because some people, they say they did do that. That person might buy nothing on Tuesday and make up for it Wednesday. You know, so it's like, let's keep the money, the circuit, like the spending amongst blacks is loose. Okay, compared to the certain national. That's why blacks is always saying spend black. Why do you think you keep hearing that? Spend black, spend black, spend black, black.
We don't spend
black
black.
Because we don't spend black. We don't keep the money amongst us. We're not making out. You know what I'm saying? We're spreading the money out. That's why Arab can come to a black neighborhood and eat. A Chinese can come to a black neighborhood and eat. Everybody can come eat in the black neighborhood except a black person. If you even look at the living structure, black people are living in it could be a Jewish-owned building, a white-owned building, an Arab-owned building, whatever these projects may be. Who's funding them? It's black people. They're not owned by the person. They're not owned by a black person. So that's a problem, because you realize that you can fund your own community. That's a sign that you can fund your own community. You're paying for the cable bill. You're paying for the rent. You're paying for everything in that area. So that means you can support your neighborhood. So why don't they be black owned? Even if the tenants would just say, you know what, I'm not living here together.
But you know what? Another thing though, Z.
Okay.
We have to clean our neighborhoods. We have to make our neighborhoods look good, because as soon as we get money, we want to run to other neighborhoods. Why our neighborhoods don't look good?
Because
why our neighborhoods ain't clean? I know, Z.
Our neighborhoods don't look clean because you gotta understand, it's if the people are living in poor conditions, poor education, and poor this and poor that, the neighborhood is gonna be that. That's gonna be the look of the neighborhood. Imagine if everybody was a little bit more successful, eating better, more education, and less the top of the list is more violent. You see a lot of kids, they're watching their mothers fight.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're watching their mothers fight. They're watching their fathers fight, and violence is the first lesson.
Absolutely. But listen, like again, I always tell you, it always comes down to structure.
But if violence and drugs and all that is cluttering your neighborhood, and you have and it's being pushed into that neighborhood so you can fall into that trap, then that's what the neighborhood's gonna look like. It's gonna look like a neighborhood that's beat up.
But listen, did you ever went to a neighborhood and you've seen somebody in the neighborhood that you call so-called hood rich? Their grass look nice, they got nice car, everything is worked out, and they live in the same community as you. They're well educated, they got a good job. Yo, that's a role model right there in the neighborhood.
Okay, that person's putting out a good vision, but he's also putting out a bad vision, a materialistic vision. Because you live in a project and you have a car that...
I'm not saying project. I'm talking about in a community. We're talking about like in a community. Like, say for instance, like there's a black-owned neighborhood. The grass looks garbage. The grass is not cut. The house needs to be painted. Everything, you're hanging out in the front yard. Yo, it's just...
Okay, here go another one. These communities, for example, if you're gonna talk like that, say, for example, they're black-owned communities and the landlord has love for the community compared to some of these owners. They're slumlords. They don't care because they're black people and they care less how they're living and the conditions they're living in. So imagine if it was a black owner who had some love for his people and he put security there. And like I said, the education level of the people that's living there is a little higher. The living conditions are a little higher, because you start to change the whole format. It's not just the doing it in projects. You're changing the school system. Everybody's complaining about when they go to the hospital, they go through racism. Well, why don't we have our own hospital? Like in 2020, why don't we have our own hospital and our own school system? Why are we still learning his story in 2020 only. Then you have a few black schools like, oh, you gonna let no, it should be nationwide. Like it should be nationwide that they have black schools all over, and our kids are going to black schools. Yes, they can learn his story too. Of course they can learn his story. Of course they're supposed to learn his story. But what's our story? You know what I'm saying? We always learn about what they did to us, and our story did not just start with slavery. It did not. That's a lie. There's more to us than just slavery. You know what I'm saying? Especially for, if you want to speak about for the Haitians, for example, he doesn't know about being on a slave ship and being transported from here to here since 1804. He has no clue. Any Haitian that come to America, either they snuck in or they came in legally because they wanted to come here. They chose to come here. That was their decision.
No, but at the time, the value of Haitian dollar was equal to United States.
Yes, during the time of Papa Doc. What's his name, right? Papa Doc it was? Yes.
Correct. But coming to
Papa Doc, Papa Doc, okay.
So at that time, you know, we always came here, you know.
And then they let others put hands in it, put ideas in their head for democracy and so on. Because I remember when I was going to Haiti in the 80s, I was a little kid. I was dressed mad fly, and I didn't get touched. They never robbed me. They never kidnapped me. They never done nothing to me. And I went more.
Haitian, we proud of the fact that we did that. 1804.
1804, since 1804, yeah. Should be proud. We should be proud. We should be proud. Since 1804, we was on no slave ships. Since 1804, no slave ships, none of that. We travel where we want to. We try to sneak in illegally. Yes, we did that too, of course, like everybody else. We ain't the only ones that tried that. So, but when we come through, we come through. You know what I'm saying? And we take care of business, and we're good people.
We got to call it in, man. Homeboy Shah just called in.
Shah, what's going on? It's live out here. What's going on? Talk to me.
Yo, this Shah, you heard?
Turn them up, folks. Turn them up.
There we go.
Yo, this Shah, you heard?
I hear you, sir.
Yeah. No, I hear you kicking that fly shit, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I've been following you for a long time. You know what I mean? But yeah, the situation that's going on out there is crazy, though. This shit's crazy.
What do you think about that, though?
They're trying to end us, man. They're trying to kill us.
They definitely are. But the point is, though, man, listen, if you got a child, right? If you got a child and your child comes home every day and they say somebody's hitting you, that somebody's hitting them at the school, what do you say to that child? Every day they coming home to you and this person is hitting them. What do you say to that child?
You got to fight back.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to keep whining year after? Are you going to keep going for this year after year from 10th? Are you going to go from 9th grade to 10th grade?
Nah.
All right, I'm just checking in. Just checking in and make sure if that's a wrong process that I just said.
If you don't hit back, it's going to continue.
It's going to continue, man. It's going to continue, man. It's going to continue. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. Did you hear what that? Did you hear what Candace Owens said? You have any clue about her?
Yo, disgusting, man. I'm surprised.
Oh wow.
And what's the name? Said some foul shit too.
Who's that?
Trina.
Oh, Trina. Oh, cancel her.
What did she say?
Oh man.
What did she say, my brother?
She said something about she know her rights. Something about she know her rights. She got her license and registration. Black people, some shit. Black people need to get their license.
What you trying to do? What you trying to help them out?
Black people need to get like their license and registration right. It was something like that. Don't quote me, folks. 100. I don't know 100 what's going on, but I know it's around that area. Anybody that know here that knows exactly what she said, quote me, please. You have any clue? Look it up, man. Just look it up. It's right on their phone. Look it up, man. I'm gonna bring it to you, people.
Basically, threaten their own people, man.
She's trash for that. What they said, Trick Daddy was right in with it too. Is that true? Trick Daddy was in on that?
I don't know. I don't think though. Trick Daddy love the kids. Remember? Trick love the kids.
Man, listen, I'm glad I don't even listen to them. They ain't my leaders, and I don't listen to them fools like that anyway. It ain't my type of people to be following and listening to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them just hot mess. You know what I'm saying? These celebrities, man, for example, they half of them do that talking, and they have schools, and they have hospitals, and they have all types of shit around their wrists and thing, and then they tell black people we with you and this, that, and the third. There's enough for y'all to gather up together and nationwide start building things left and right. You know what I'm saying? That's even money for y'all. But y'all seem to not do that. Y'all just like to do a lot of talking and tell the people to do this and do that. Meanwhile, you not doing nothing.
They ain't making no movement.
You ain't making no movement. You got $200 million. You trying to tell me you can't pull out $1 million to go towards building a black community, all y'all together? The ones that don't got this, the one that can't put in $1 million, you can't put in 100,000. The one that can't put in 100,000, you can't put in 10,000. The one that can't put in 10,000, you can't put in 2,500, and the list goes on. Stop fronting, man. You fronting on these people. You just can't do it to me no more. Forget about that. Forget about fronting on me.
So Trina was saying that they need to.
See what it is that a lot of these motherfuckers, but they get a couple of dollars, so they turn the coons.
Oh, they turn it back on their community.
Yo, Sean.
Turn the coons.
They turn it back on their own community.
Yo,
The list goes on.
Yo, Sean.
Football players, basketball players, doctors, lawyers, politicians. The list goes on. All of them.
Yo, Sean, we're about to break down what Trina said. Give us a second.
Yo,
right.
she said they need to make a curfew at 6 p.m.
How dare she?
And then she said keep everybody off the street. These animals off the street.
See what I'm saying, man?
They're running around Miami.
Now we animals down to you now. You got a few dollars and shit. Now we turn the animals to you.
What kind of music was she dropping?
She said they're running around acting like.
Would you let your daughter listen? Would you let your daughter listen to that music?
Just let some whole.
Would you let your daughter listen to that music, sir?
Nah.
Hell no. Even if she was grown. If I heard my grown ass daughter listen to it, I'd be like, what the fuck are you listening to?
Nah.
That shit is trash.
Hold on. She also said
You got some nerve though.
She got nerves, trash ass.
Hold on, Shot.
Go ahead though. My fault, sir.
Yeah, I know. It's
We live, folks, man. Y'all can chime in.
She said, yo, lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets could be nice.
The phones
and
is
clean,
open, folks.
nice and clean.
I put the number out there. If you can't find it, that's your fault. Number's out there. I got the number out there. More callers is calling in. You know what I'm saying? We'll get them as they come in. I appreciate the call too, man.
Oh, yeah. You know why she's angry, though? You know why she's angry? Somebody, I guess, messed up one of her friends' shop.
So
Listen, that's messed up. There's some black shop. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that. That some black shop got caught in the crossfire. They got caught in the crossfire. Yes, they got caught in the crossfire. Hopefully they got insurance. Hopefully they got insurance and they get some money back and they can rebuild. I don't like that. I don't think that was right that they got caught in the crossfire. We never know. Some of these store owners could be somebody that's ready to ride and represent. We don't know. But the people got mad. The people have a right to be mad. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, can I say so? Okay, first of all, I understand that shit is foul and all that, but you know, at the same time, though, you gotta expect that, man.
Okay.
Nations that it's in war right now.
I understand.
I know everybody got insurance and shit, so they can't tell me that they ain't got no insurance and shit. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is put a claim out, man.
I understand insurance is there and they have to rebuild, but you don't know what they had to do to get there. You know what I mean? What the struggle was. Some people really had to work hard to get to that position. And to see it trashed out, they come the next day and they see their shit burnt down to the ground. I would be mad. I'd be mad. No matter what, I got insurance. I'm gonna be mad.
So
you have a right to be mad.
How you think the Haitians won their independence? You think it's this, you know what I'm saying, going around shit? Nah, they burn everything in front of them, burning shit down.
Coupe tête boule caille. I know the slogan.
Chop your heads off, burning.
I understand the slogan.
Sometimes you have to burn.
You gotta burn it down, man.
You have to burn.
You gotta burn that shit down. Put it down.
I got all Haitians on the panel, so folks, you're gonna see a lot of, you know what I mean. We don't bow down.
So listen, what they gotta do is they gotta start going to these motherfuckers' cribs, man. Fuck that.
Shit.
Start going to the residents to their cribs.
Okay.
Burn it down.
Their neighborhoods.
Go to their neighborhoods. All right, listen, we did the shops already. We did the businesses. All right, cool. Let's move on. Now let's start going to the cribs now. Fuck that.
You gotta take your respect, man. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta take your respect. Respect has to be sometimes taken, not earned. Taken. Sometimes they say you have to earn your respect. That's true. That's another thing that you can't do for respect. But sometimes you have to take it. You have to take it.
Man.
I remember coming up. I had to take it. I Haitian.
How was it for you when you was growing up?
I Haitian. I was Haitian, so I had to fight through that for my respect. They made fun of my food, my clothing, the culture, how we live in. It's okay. I understand. I'm different. Everybody goes through bullying. I can't just say just because I was Haitian.
How old was you when you
I've been through that too, man, homie.
As a
Oh, you
young-
been through that too?
I've been through that too.
That's
homie.
what's up. And what you do to get out of it?
I had to fight my way through.
Yeah, you had to fight your way through.
Fight to
Most
people-
Haitians that I talk to, over
to the ops, to the
93.8% of Haitians I talk to fought through.
The ops wanted to be friends with me and shit.
Yeah, you had to beat them up a little bit, soften them up a little bit, let them know, listen, man, that's how we give it up. And before you know it, we was moving smooth. Even then when they had us outnumbered, there was a point they would still had us outnumbered from like a ratio of 4-1. But we can move the way we want to move. We could talk Creole in public without being laughed at. Before, just speaking Creole in public was a big gesture. You know? They'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Somewhere like-
Something you can't understand I'm talking about. You just don't understand. I remember they used to make us talk Creole to make fun of us. Like, yo, speak Creole. Ha ha, go ahead, say something. And you looking at them like, what? This ain't no joke. Like, you laughing at my shit?
No, that's because it's what the white man taught. The white man taught.
Exactly, yes. The white man did install hate upon them. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. White men install that black on black hate. Who was that guy that did that again? What's the name of that dude that invented that? What, Willie something? Willie something. You know, that's not our history 100. I don't want to say that, but it's the truth. That's not our history 100. We got the Caribbean history, Haitian history. That's ours. So we have to say more or less who did that to them. You know what I'm saying? We have to bring that in.
What are you talking about?
The hate, the black on black hate, sir.
Oh, the black on black hate. Oh yeah.
Yeah, who brought that? Who brought that in? Who invented that? How did that come about? Where's that from?
Well, that shit is deep though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit's been around, yo. Because remember back in the day, shit, back in ancient Kemet and all that, we have war amongst each other.
Okay, that's deep. So it's nothing really new then. It's really nothing new.
What did we do?
So basically, it's nothing new.
Ain't nothing new.
Okay, I got you. I understand.
Ain't nothing new. It's been going on.
Had to move my seat a little bit, folks.
We know we got you know what I'm saying? We got the experience. We've been through the ropes already. People, you know what I'm saying? People been through the ropes already. You know what I'm saying? They should go with the next step.
Oh.
If you know that next step.
So your nationality is Haitian. As a Haitian, what do you think should be done at a Haitian point of view? Because you can speak for the Haitian point of view. I have a Haitian guy on the cast too.
Personally, I think what they doing is they have a good force right now. I think now they got to start going to neighborhoods.
Damn, you spoke like a true Haitian, sir.
Man, they got to start going to their cribs, man. Yeah, where the gang members at? I'm not gonna call out those names. You know what I'm saying? Where the gang members at? They should be out there front line.
That's a little too much.
Huh?
No, we have somebody on the panel. They saying that's a little too much. We don't. He's saying we don't want that war right now. You know, it's no good for it.
They got nothing to lose.
We just need to recoup right now.
They don't got nothing to lose, sir.
Right now, man.
We lose every day.
Son, we're losing every day. We're losing lives every day. So that's a lot of loss. Like,
Let's just go, man. Let's just go. Fuck it. Let's just go, man.
Chill for a minute.
It's enough.
what about the together factor?
Yo, listen. The together factor is just all of us going right now. Because
what about the together factor, man? What about stepping up with them as the Haitians, as the Jamaicans, and the Africans? What about stepping up with them, man?
everybody
It look like the Haitians and all that. Everybody's not really minding their business.
Anybody that comes to share that same history, all of us, man. You all got to come together.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see too many Africans and Haitians and Jamaicans and all that. Haitians is out there? I don't see it, man. I see one Haitian chick. Don't just say Haitian just because you're Haitian now. I seen one Haitian chick that put up the sign. She put up the sign and she said, Miami. Okay. My fault. Hit me with the facts, and then I'm gonna bow down the facts. I bow down the facts. I will bow down the facts. Okay. Okay.
What?
Well, we need to step up with them. We need to step up with them because when I see it going on.
Any more step up and shit won't take the shit over.
Listen, that's not a bad idea, brother. If you want to get technical, I don't think it's a bad idea that Haitians step up and let me take over. Let me show you how to do this. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad idea that Haitians take over. Like, let me show you how to do this, and come together and show the world. You know what I mean? How it's done. If you want to say it like that, I'll take it.
They don't want the hate to step up and take the shit over because look, it's going up.
Too much hatred.
It ain't gonna be ugly. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It ain't gonna be ugly. It's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna get burnt down.
Oh shit. Coupe that bulekai.
Yeah, yo, listen, people gonna die. She gonna get burnt down. Yo, like a lot of folks gonna be homeless out there.
Nah, Haitians ain't gonna play with it. I'm gonna keep it real. They're not gonna play with it.
But it's difficult.
Everybody knows that.
What's very difficult about it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, we need to join together, man.
Well, we need to join together. I said I'd rather run with him. I've been running with him all my life, man. I've been running with him all my life, man.
That's the only way things gonna change. We all run together.
We all black, man. At the end of the day,
we all black.
different tribes, yes, different tribes, different cultures, different way of eating.
All that peaceful marching and all that shit is dead, man.
Oh, so you don't agree with that marching shit around the planet?
If the niggas, if the black man and the brown with Latino anybody would have nipped it in the butt back in the 50s and 60s before they had all the big ass weapons, what they got today and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. That's true.
It would come to this point right now as we speak. It would never come to that point.
That's true.
Because right now they got big weapons.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Back then they didn't have all the big weapons.
I was talking to somebody the other day and I asked them. I said one thing I noticed, and I know, and I don't want to like bring it up to start no trouble, but like I always ask myself, I know black people have a militia, don't they?
Yo, the people are the militia, man.
Okay, but listen, no. They have a organized militia of black people who are in army, in the police, and some type of
That's a
okay,
fact.
and they're out there and they see this and they see these young black people running around mad. And when do they step up and at least organize those young feisty soldiers who just want equality? When do they step up a little bit?
They're waiting for that.
Like when do they step up a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Because they're out there. One time I seen in a video 4 white militia that was protecting any store, not just white stores, any store that was out there, they protected it. And people didn't even go nowhere near them. The police
do that right now in the Bronx.
Okay. I'm just saying, I know there's over a certain amount of them out there. I know it's not just 10 out there. I know there's more than 10. I know they see the videos. I know they see what's going on. You know what I mean? And they should be the protection from the last thing that I know. You know what I mean? Like they did take the job of protecting and serving the nation to the end, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, just checking. I don't want to make sure I don't say nothing that ain't supposed to be said sometimes, you know? You want to be correct when you bring up these type of topics, man.
But the thing is, say we do all these things, we still have to come together as one and stop selling drugs to each other, stop killing each other.
Okay, selling drugs is a war tactic. Selling drugs is a war tactic now.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you could do all this stuff, and then when you go back 10 years later, just like what happened in freaking LA with the Rodney King. What happened 10 years later? Ain't nothing changed after that.
Ain't nothing changed.
Niggas did the same shit, burned everything down, all that shit.
That's true. If you want to bring that up a little bit, that is a little bit true. Yeah. They still burned everything down.
Niggas need to fall back.
Yeah, we just got another message.
Stop
We're gonna have a
each
brother
other
that's
like
gonna call in. We got another
dogs.
brother about to
Stop
call
shooting
in.
each other down, selling each other drugs, selling other sisters and other brothers drugs.
Make sure they coming correct when they calling in, man. Yeah, brother. Yo, you here? Yo, listen, my brother.
Chop heads off.
You here to enlighten, brother.
I'm just saying, I do chop heads off. They don't come correct.
No, but about chopping heads off.
I'm gonna try not to.
You are enlightening people. People need to be enlightened. You know what I'm saying? You're giving people structure, my brother. You teach them this because some of these people they ain't getting that at home. Their mother and father, they out of the bar. They clubbing. They're doing powder. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
They're not home.
You said powder.
Yeah. It is what it is, brother. If we gonna talk, we're gonna talk real facts. We're not gonna talk in between the lines. You know,
You still got the other caller in, that shy guy?
Yeah, soon eventually.
Yeah, right here in the back there.
Eventually.
You see what happened with this coronavirus shit? These parents had to sit there and deal with their kids. You had
A lot
to
of
make
child
sure,
abuse. A lot of child abuse in them homes.
You see, that's what started happening.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of child abuse in the home. I seen a lady made a video said, when these kids gonna get out my house? I'm like, wow, those are your kids.
Corrupt.
Yeah, because you
That was sad.
You had
Meanwhile, I'm begging for be with mine.
Yeah, you got people that they don't want to be with their kids. They want to be out and about. This is the time for you to teach
What's
your kids.
What's the problem with being with your kid, isolated for 4 months, seeing what that teacher's teaching them, or what?
Hold on, I got a caller that want to talk. Hold on,
I want to be
or what that
involved.
kid's
Though.
mind state is at. Like, what's the problem with that? This is what this time is for you to really buckle down, take advantage of the system. They gonna pay you.
Yeah.
They gonna get. What you worried about? You
Hold
still
on, I
want to
got a
go
caller.
back
I got a
and
caller.
work for the white. I'm not saying a white man, but you
Got my
want to
dude.
go back and go work for these people. That,
What's your name? Homie, what's your name? What's your name, brother?
Ralph the Mouth.
Yeah, what's your name?
Who, me? Ralph the Mouth.
No,
We gotta call him.
oh, yo, Tom B and shit, yo.
Right about that, Tom B.
Yeah, yo, Tom
Hello.
B, man.
That's a fact.
Oh, what's going on? Peace, dog.
Yeah, man. Shit gotta end though, man. Niggas be doing the same shit over and over. They did a
My brother,
Blackout
how you doing?
Tuesday. Blackout Tuesday is one day. Ain't no corporation gonna feel nothing from one day.
Oh man,
You gotta do this shit every freaking weekend. Stop going to the club. Stop going to the hookah
All
round.
right. Yeah, we got a caller in. Can you connect with the caller in?
We gotta call him. My fault.
Yo, we got a caller, man. You can come back in time.
We'll come back and talk to you, Sean. Stay right there.
Yo, Sha, we ain't gonna hang up on you and shit. We just gonna put you on the side real quick, all right?
I got a deep panel today, folks.
Nah,
Y'all
we
see,
ain't
I'm
gonna
going
hang
in
up.
all over. Ralph the Mouth gonna grab every subject they throw at me, and I'm gonna tighten them up and
Yo, what's
give
up,
my
brother?
opinions
You on
on
the
them.
line and
And
shit.
if I got some facts that going on with it, I'm gonna drop it into the flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to learn too. I'm not just here to just say what I feel, whatever. It's up to y'all to teach me too. I want to learn.
Yeah, yo, Ralph the Mouth. You got somebody on the line.
Okay.
What's your name, brother?
What's your name?
My name is Bruno.
Oh, what up, brother? What's going on?
Man? I was listening to a lot of the comments, and I came to the conclusion that there's a lot of history that a lot of people don't really know, and I think that has a lot to do with people asking about why everybody's burning down and stuff or looting, and that's just part of our history. It just goes back to the Haitian Revolution. It goes back to Manhattan burning. All these are part of what's going on today. And also, if you look, there's this thing that, when you look at it, there's a lot of laws that were, designed during, slavery time. So they kind of like, it only applies to us, And it's a mixture of different reasons why when people are responding to, when it comes to Black Lives Matter and issues like that, you hear people that's like, all lives matter and things like that. Like so they trying to downplay Black Lives Matter. It's not a big deal, but people start to downplay. But now I see at a time right now, I'm just gonna make it brief that we got the most support right now of the people than I think that we'll ever have. And that video, nobody can ignore it. This is not something they can sweep under the rug this time. This is something that police is never going to have respect in society ever again. And I don't know what's going to happen in the near future, but I know one thing that, something got to change. And right now, the governor of New York already is pushing for Stephen King and a re-investigation. So,
But you as a black man, what would you recommend as change besides the protests? Okay, it's going on, the looting. I understand what you're saying with the Haitians. This is how they did it too. This is the process that they took. They burned things down and they killed and that's what they did. We're in 2020 now. Okay, so what happened in 1804 and what happened in 2020 is a little different now. Okay, we really can't go by that process 1,000%. You can make your voice be heard by damage. I understand that part. You cause a lot of damage, you get mad rage, but it's for a good cause. You're doing this damage for a good cause. I understand that part. But now that the damage has been done, the rage has been let out, what is next? What do you feel should be done next? And I don't really want to hear about a mayor, because these mayors, why do you have to wait to this type of situation to make a move? This has been going on. This has been going on. They're waiting to some type of rage to happen from the people now to make a move, when I feel like the people should make a move and tell the mayor what to do. I look at it that way. I look at it that way.
Well, you know, you just pretty much said it. I mean, sometimes it takes this form of expression that's violent, where they have no control and they have to be. It puts the pressure on them. You know, it's not even they could just put to the side and people forget about it later. They have to take action. So people don't take action, then the government is not going to take action.
Okay.
They only react based on what we do as people. Those cops would have not been charged if what was going on in the whole world was going on.
That is a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. But the
fact.
point is, though, they're gonna be charged, right? They're gonna be charged. Cool. They're gonna be charged. You see, they're bringing up other BS and trying to make the case look weaker than what it is, that he had drugs in the system. They're bringing up stuff. It doesn't matter if the man had drugs in the system, you killed him. Your job is not to, just because somebody has, they arrest drug addicts all the time. They do that all the time and they don't kill them. So all that drugs in the system is just another format to bring in to weaken the case. So when his lawyers are in court fighting for his murder case, they're going to bring that up that he had drugs in the system when he was already subdued. Okay, he had drugs in the system. You subdued him already. You already detained him. You had him handcuffed on his stomach. So that's not a good excuse to kill a man that's already handcuffed, and you got your two compadres on the other end of him holding him down. So that's not it.
They're going to say that played a role into his death.
But the point
that to help minimize the charges against the cops. That's probably why they brought that up.
They have video evidence also of this man in handcuffs before the whole situation happened. They walked him to the car.
What they're going to say medically that the drugs in the system, get an expert who's going to come in and say, well, because of the drugs in the system, that enhanced his situation and make it cause death. They're going to use that as that's why, you know, he died mostly because the drugs in the system too. They might use that to get the charges to go down to, like, you know, third degree or some other lower murder, or even less than that.
Bruno. These cops are trained for stuff like that when people are on drugs. They know that. You know what I'm saying? They know that the person.
Yeah, we know.
They know
I know. We know that, but they don't know if he's on drugs.
Yo, I need
you know, I'm not supporting what they're saying, but you can't tell when anybody's on, you know, when you encounter them. They just use that. I'm just saying that they use that. They put that out there so when they do go to trial, the lawyer is going to be an expert in that subject, an expert in that type of drug, and in the system of that quantity, how we can increase that, you know, depending on the situation. So that's just to downplay the charges.
Yeah.
You know, the murder charge won't be 25 to life for them. They might get 5 years, 3 years. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, Bruno, the only way it's going to help us out, Bruno, is if another black man got killed by police unjustly, unarmed, we have to continue this going. What we did for Homeboy, we have to do for everybody. Just not for one person because it's caught on camera. We have to do it for everybody. Everybody needs justice.
We reached that point. We're there. We're not far from it. We're there already.
Because you gotta understand,
got to that point.
This shows you our power.
No, Malcolm X said there's gonna come a point in time where all level of consciousness as a black man is gonna be where anything that happens to one black man, we're gonna feel it. And we're gonna be against that.
Because we all look the same to them. We all look the same to them.
One thing the black people are lacking though, we still killing each other, still selling drugs and shit to each other, still hating on one another. That's a big factor, yo.
That plays a part.
If we do that to each other,
that's a war tactic.
That is a war tactic
to drug the enemy.
If we do that to each other, that means the police looks like it's open window for us.
No, not really. I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? I'm gonna tell you something, right? I deal with a lot of these young kids, and I get to see stuff in their files.
Make sure he's clear. I can't hear.
So whenever somebody sees something on TV, a young kid doing something, shooting somebody, whatever, they don't understand the underlying factors that led to that. They're only looking at what they see on TV and what happened.
That's true.
But there's a history behind these kids' lives. You got kids that have been sexually abused. You got kids that have been abandoned, beaten, abused in all kind of ways by the system, and then some.
That's true. That's very true.
Home that was tortured, that was in detention centers, that was beaten by staff.
There's a root to the evil. There's a root to the evil.
What's his name? The one that got killed himself from Rikers Island. Sean. What's his name? Sean Brock. What's that name? The one that Jay-Z did the documentary about.
Oh yeah, from that was in Queens, right?
What happened with him?
That was in Rikers Island. For
What
a book bag he never sold. When he was 16 to 19, they kept him on Rikers Island. So he killed himself after he got out a little while later. But the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of these young people have histories of violence, abuse, the environment where they live at, drugs, drinking. I deal with kids that have mothers and fathers, alcoholics, drinking all day, cursing each other, beating each other up sometimes. So these kids are witnessing a lot of stuff. They're frustrated, they're angry, they're going out here, they see these things happen and they join. Some of them are part of gangs where they feel, okay, they got out. They can't go to this school in this neighborhood. They can't go to that neighborhood. Somebody comes through the neighborhood, might bust shots. They might have to bust shots back. That's happened right down the block from my house. So there are kids that's going through mental illness. You know, you got kids going through a series of issues that we don't even know the underlying factors that we just see them on TV and we just criminalize them. Oh, man, you gotta go to jail. Yeah.
I could talk about mental illness, to be honest. I could definitely chime in on that a little bit. People may not know, but I was part of that system. You know what I mean? I was in a system of mental illness for myself. So I seen it very young. Lucky I was mentally strong and I was able to wiggle out of that. But some people are not able to do that. It's a problem. People like to brush it under the rug. That child didn't come out that way. That child didn't come out the way it is right now. Somebody started it to be like that. It didn't come out bad. You know what I mean? When you see a 5-year-old child being bad, you can't say the child is bad. You have to say the parenting is bad. You know? So that's how I look at that. So I totally agree with you. The system is twisted. It's made to be twisted. I believe the system is made to be twisted to put out bad kids, to fill up their jails, to fill up their mental hospitals, and that's what it's about.
Yep, right about that.
Yep.
You know, I had a kid that the prosecutors wanted to lock up because he punched holes in his room, and he didn't let his little brother sleep in his room, and he smoked weed in the house. He had one little fight in the building. The kid was 16. He didn't go to school until 14. They kept calling me because I was typing a report that this kid was doing these things and his behavior suggests that he has a mental health problem. They didn't want to accept that. They didn't want to give him treatment. So I told them if it was a white boy that was going through this thing, y'all would have gave him treatment. And when I said that, everything changed. All of a sudden they did get treatment. He's a whole new kid now. He's like 7 months later. He's a whole new kid. He's really getting help. So, you know, I see the way they're different how they treat us. Even with doctors, with medical, even with, you know, jobs, you know, gentrification. We get the short end of the stick all the way around the board. You know, it's now that this man is being choked out by police. It was so horrific. Even white folks now are paying attention to this shit because they ain't never seen no shit like that.
Davis.
So now, it's more of a psychological impact.
We waited on this call. He says,
you know?
You just said that?
Huh?
Yeah, we waited on him. Tell me where is he at?
All right, I got a new caller coming in.
No, we didn't get a call from him yet.
Okay.
He says he's gonna call him. We waited on him.
Yeah.
Now hold on, you still good?
Bruno, go ahead, Bruno.
Yeah, I just wanted to finalize that statement by saying that now we see a black man, George Floyd, who gets snuffed out by police. You can clearly see what's going on in this video. It's not no accidental killing. It's like straight intentional.
Yo, Bruno, I want to ask you a question. Bruno, not to cut you off. How you feel about the 70-year-old man that got pushed down to the ground?
Who?
The 70-year-old man that got pushed down to the ground and his head started bleeding.
Well, let me tell you, it caused the governor to comment on it in New York because it happened in Buffalo, upstate New York. And a lot of people don't know that upstate New York is another racist community out there. A lot of them.
Absolutely.
And they hate so much. And I only know that based on my experience being...
The old man shouldn't have been leading the charge, but they shouldn't have did that to him.
No, but part of Bruno, what you say, your experience back
the old man should have not been leading the charge at 80 years old. But
what I'm saying is that it's an old white man. Okay? They're going to give attention to an old white man. If he was an old black man, I really believe that he would have got all that attention. That video would have been in the midst.
It really doesn't matter, to be honest.
That was an old white man.
That was wrong. Wrong is wrong.
It was affiliate.
Wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong.
It just shows you how the police, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. That was wrong. The old man should have not been leading the charge. I like his bravery and all that. He shouldn't have been leading the charge. He's 80. He's 80 years old.
Come on.
He shouldn't have been leading the charge, but damn, the officers should have had enough training to know how to subdue him better than that.
What about that story you was telling me about the sister got shot in her house with her husband?
There was a black woman. She was in a house. They made a wrong. I think they made a wrong entry, a wrong raid into the house. They went in and killed her. What's her name again? Something Taylor.
I forgot her name, but yeah, I remember.
They went into the wrong house. Wow. The guy thought it was some type of robbery. He started shooting. Police shoot back. Killed her. They charged him with murder, attempt murder, something like that. And he dropped all the charges, but the police was wrong again in that situation.
And he loses.
And somebody died.
And he loses his
like that's the thing. That's like, how do you sweep that under the rug? You make a mistake that causes a death.
And no one gets in trouble.
And your job is to protect and serve. Like the title of your job is to protect and serve. You know? That's misleading.
Well, that's the whole thing. Look at New York City. You can't have a gun license unless you fall under specific criteria. You own a specific type of business. A jewelry shop,
well, if you fit that criteria, if blacks fit that criteria, they need to get their gun license. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's a very hard criteria and so on, but you got brothers that don't even try and they run around with illegal guns anyway, and they fit the criteria to get a legal gun. So they got brothers who need to get their legal guns anyway and stop running around here illegal guns.
What I'm trying to show you, outside of New York City, you can have a legitimate gun carry stuff. When I was in upstate New York, I had a rifle, shotgun, and I was working towards getting my gun permit, and which would have been happening like right away. But the minute I left the area of state, I moved to the city. They said I was now going to the other for that gun license.
Okay.
You know?
I know brothers in New York who got their gun license. They fit all the criteria and they took the steps and they got it. So I know it can be done. So when I see somebody do it, I know it can be done. I know more than 10 people who black got their gun license. Like they went through
the thing is, my brother said something earlier about what happened to the black militia group, right?
I got a caller coming in. I'm gonna call you back. You can call back.
Dr. County, what you mentioned about black militia groups is very. They won't let that happen. They're trying to block that. So
okay, I seen a post one time. What you just said, I seen a post one time. There was a white militia group that was in front of a courthouse building, and I seen that, and people said that if the black militia would have done the same thing, that they would have been shot dead. I disagreed. I don't think if 20 armed military black militia men who are armed legally was to march, I don't think police would just open fire on 20 black men. That is an actual act of war in the eyes of the public. And what happened? I I seen a black militia walk that black mayor into the office armed to the T, and nothing happened to him. I seen black militia walk up the street, and on other occasions, fully armed, nothing happened to them. So to tell me that it can't happen when I see it happening is different.
The black militia walked up in the fight.
Yes, they were. They walked and they was armed to the T, and nobody stopped them. They didn't get shot. No, that didn't happen. They was legally strapped, and everything was smooth. So to say it can't happen, I don't know. I seen it happen.
I'm just saying, if a whole bunch of white men can walk up home to the state capitol with fucking rifles, you know, it's obvious that, you know, white police officers could see white men with shotguns and not.
Of course, they got the extra privilege. They got the extra privilege. Yes.
If you got a bunch of black men walking around with rifles, and I seen a video on Facebook where a white boy walking down a highway with a rifle and mad cars driving by him. Even when the police approached him, they didn't even pull out the gun on him or none of that. Hey, how you doing, buddy? What's going on here? And they talking to him nice and calm. He still got his rifle. He's showing them, yo, nice to carry the rifle. They ain't even fuck with him. Now, if that was a black man, they would have either killed him, in my opinion, or have him get down to the ground and let go the gun.
Have you seen that? Have you seen a black man that legally carries? Have you seen a black man, and it has been done, black men have done it. I seen a black dude curse a cop out. They pulled him over. He had guns, and he cursed him out and clowned him. They gave him all his guns back. He even told him to reload it for him. The cop said no.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
I mean,
have you seen a black militia guy? Have you seen a black militia guy walking down the street and they gunned him down? Have you seen it? Any videos of that? Any news of that? Any of that?
Not at all.
Any of that?
I can't agree to that. I've never.
That's what I'm saying. You have to. I understand what you think might happen, but has it happened?
Not at all.
Has it ever? I've never ever seen that.
Okay, let's look at Wesley Snipes. Right, he had like some kind of training area on a piece of land in Georgia, where he was training young black men according to what they were saying, and I never really got any more facts on it because he never really spoke too much about it. But then all of a sudden, they try to shut his program down when nothing was illegal about it, and all of a sudden he got tax evasion charges on him. And
okay.
Time.
Okay.
So
okay.
I noticed that they have ways to shut us down, even though the laws are in our favor. They have other ways to try to shut us down.
I agree with that. What was he doing?
So it doesn't have to be us getting shot. You know how black men get shot in America these days without getting killed? Not letting you get a business loan. Not letting you get a home loan.
Let me tell you, Wesley Snipes is the
different ways they shoot.
Okay, listen. Okay,
Wesley Snipes is the one who rebuilt the whole Marvel system. They was going bankrupt until he came out with Blade. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who brought money back. And look at the situation he's in right now. He should be getting a lot of rights and stocks for what he did for that company. You know what I'm saying? But still, he don't get nothing for that. And the same thing for the sister. You know, a black sister from New York is the one who wrote The Matrix and wrote Terminator. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a black sister from New York, and she had.
They don't want it. That's another thing. They hate giving us credit for hits, major hits and stuff like that. Hit movies.
Listen, how long you gonna? Okay, you say they, right? How long do you ask they to do something for you? Like to give you credit for this, to do this for you, to give you equality, to such and such, like the list goes on of stuff that you feel like they should do it for you. When do you say enough is? Oh, since you ain't gonna do it for me, I'm gonna do it for myself. I'm gonna do me, man. I'm gonna do me. When do you say I'm gonna do me?
I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Yo, people gotta give Tyler Perry more credit because you know what?
He's doing all right. I give him some credit.
World and people have vision of their movies. He's making it assets for them, man. Right here, man. You don't have to go to Hollywood. All you have to do is come to Atlanta, and you could do your own thing. We need more people like him. You know what I mean? We need more people to empower.
I like the vision. I'm not gonna like the vision. You know, of the black man running the media outlet, a certain movie. I like that. I'm not gonna disagree with that at all. No.
Yo, another thing like Akon. Yo, he's doing for his people.
Akon is not bad.
He's doing for his people.
Yeah.
What happened to the other caller just came in?
And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
What's
Your
in that?
artists,
no.
the artists that made it compatible.
They never called.
Okay.
They never called. I just switched it to a clearer line.
What won't you drink, please? Champagne.
It's supposed to hit you up, dude. Hit you up? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I thought I had another caller, but you good.
Yeah,
So, I'm right now watching this world news, right? They're showing how cops are handling people, and they're showing all these excessive force situations. And right now, I'm looking at this young black female. The cops slammed her to the ground. She got dreads.
I'm saying, what's new, man? I'm saying, no
around before he.
No disrespect, man. No disrespect. What's new? No disrespect.
Let me ask you a question.
No disrespect, man. I don't want to sound that cold, but what's new?
Let me ask you a question, brother in line. Have police ever violated you? Have you ever been violated by the police?
Man, listen, when I saw that video in full detail last Friday night, tears came down my eyes and I had flashbacks and I could not actually sleep for like a couple of days because it took me back to when I was arrested in 1995 and it was just a world of hell. Upstate New York prisons, racist police who get mad at when a black person moves into their community. I mean, this is the world I was in.
I have another question for you, my brother. Listen.
Calling monkeys.
Listen.
Niggas on a regular basis.
My brother, I want to ask you a question. Do you feel that we need reparation, my brother? Do you feel that we need reparations?
We don't need a reparations. We need right now. We actually need to come together more. And
after coming together, what do we need? We need them to pay us. They have to pay us because we built this country.
Right.
We built this country.
Say something about the reparations real quick. We're not getting if you come from
turn them up. Hold on. We're gonna turn you up. We're gonna turn you up, brother. We're gonna turn you up, brother.
Hold on. What's your name again? Who's talking?
Who me? Bruno.
Sha.
Okay, Sha. You on, Sha.
Go ahead. All right.
Yo, if you come from foreign, if your family come from foreign, it don't matter how long. If your peoples isn't here during the American Civil War, you don't get reparations. You're not qualified.
So Haitians don't get nothing.
That's out of the talks.
So Haitians don't get nothing.
Nah, they get nothing.
But yo, we've been here for a minute. We've been here for a minute though. Yo, we've been here for a minute though, man. What are you talking about? We've been here for a minute.
England too. You got to talk to England too.
Yo, listen, but we've been here for a minute, bro.
No, but that's what they said. That's what they said though. They said that.
Yeah, was we here doing all that? Yes.
Nah, you got records of your peoples being here during the Civil War.
See, now you talking about records, see?
Absolutely.
In the United States?
You got the records, yo, you qualify.
Yeah, they talked about that. They said people from the Caribbean is not getting reparations.
They don't get that.
Well, reparations could mean something as simple as all these people that get denied for loans to start businesses in their communities to start getting access to those loans. A lot of those loans are race-based. It's something that simple.
Absolutely, I'm talking about all across the board. Reparation all across the board. You know what I mean? We're not talking about financially. We're talking about an even exchange. Evenly.
You got to remember, though, because not too long ago, the realtor person, when you were trying to buy a house, they wouldn't send you to those neighborhoods. They would tell you where you able to go live.
They still do that.
You wasn't able to choose where you could go.
Exactly.
They told you where you could go live.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like it's still gonna be hard for the black person. It's still gonna be hard for the person that's coming up. The sister that's trying to leave the projects that got the money and she's ready to go. She's ready to go.
Yep.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a fact.
But they're not gonna help her to put her in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta also see that at the end of the day, you know, we could see where somebody's not equipped to really handle, or they might not know what to do with their reparations. You know, because a reparation could mean a check, a $20,000-$30,000 check coming to you, and you just blow it all in 2 weeks.
Nah,
There's a lot of people who do that.
We gotta teach them. We gotta teach them, brother. We gotta teach them, man. We gotta teach them, man.
That's the whole thing. You got a lot of people who their value system is different. You see what's going on with a lot of the looters. They're breaking into Louis Vuitton and Gucci spots, and they're getting all these bags.
Can't win a war with that.
High-end stuff.
You can't win a war with a Louis bag. You can't win a war with a Louis bag. You cannot win a war with a Louis bag.
What I'm saying is, this is what's going on.
But you can't win a war with that.
What's going on? At least in New York.
Yeah, you can't win a war with that.
Everybody's trying to get some type of high-end bag or high-end clothing line.
No leadership.
That's it.
Yo, what black?
No leadership.
What they need to do is leave all that shit alone. Let that shit.
That's because there's no leadership.
Collect dust, yo.
Right now, that's rage. That's emotion.
Say something. You understand? A lot of these people never had nothing.
Exactly. Man. That's emotion. That's rage.
We still chasing the white man products. We still chasing what the white man brainwashed us to like.
Niggas be rhyming about that.
Exactly. The rappers have a lot to do with that.
Big screen TV, ATV, all that.
You know.
Don't let me have to reach my freedom. Yo, niggas want that.
For what? I don't know. Look, I'm looking at the looters right now, right? I'm looking at this shit right here. And they showing this black shoe owner, right? And he's kind of, okay, he didn't get, his store didn't get broken into. Some people, you know, a white lady was smart. You know what she did? She put Black Lives Matter signs in front of her store with glass windows. And guess what? Nobody broke in her store. Nobody.
You know the Black Lives Matter started by LGB, right?
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Facts, right? Well, facts. It's 3 females and shit. They all three of them. All three of them. They.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that's.
I'll look into that. Make sure I can give it the stamp.
One other one.
Did you ladies know that? Did you ladies know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah, we know. We still live.
Yeah, we live, man. We've been live since I've been on.
You guys didn't know that, right? Every day we learn something new. Every day we learn something new, you know? How you guys feel about that, though, ladies?
It's interesting, but I'm not surprised. Black people are great. Yeah, I'm not like offended or not like offended.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we got people want to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to hog up all the time. I mean,
okay,
definitely let other people come on.
We on in a few days.
I want to ask, where you from, brother?
I'm from Rockland County,
okay,
in New York, upstate New York. I'm living in Brooklyn right now.
Okay,
and,
okay.
So I've been going on almost 3 years since I've been home.
Okay.
I was away on a long stretch.
And what's your descent, if you don't mind asking?
What's my what?
What's your descent? Where you come from? Like, well, yeah.
My family's from Haiti.
Okay, all right, brother.
My family's from Haiti.
What up, brother? All right,
I shim you too, man.
Yes, I got fed.
Na Kevin, man, na bouille. Na bouille.
I shim you.
Motherfuckers didn't say that a long time ago. They was getting slaved.
Nah, we say it now, man. We say it with our chest out, baby. Bouille, baby. Yeah. We say it with our chest out now. You know what I mean? I shim you, baby.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll let y'all go. We got a curfew in New York at 8:00, and I gotta step out to a friend's birthday get together. So
all right, enjoy the rest of your day. We in the world.
All right, man.
All right, we got to call
it. One love, brother.
All right, yo, live in.
Got another caller?
Yeah.
Plug him in.
We got a caller on the line.
Plug him in. Let's see what's going on.
Caller.
Who's this?
Yeah, caller, you're on the line.
Don't believe the white man.
Oh, yes.
Don't believe that kneeling. Don't believe in them cops because they kneeling and shit. Don't believe in that.
Got you, brother. 1 second. What's your name? Where you calling? Where you calling from?
Shit, we can't fall for the okie doke.
Oh, got you. What's your name? Where you calling
from? That's it. X, baby X.
All right.
New York. New York representing.
All right.
Where you call it? You call it come from New York?
Yeah. What you got to touch on
what
this
you want to talk
right
about?
Like, what's the topic right now?
Yeah, we just talking about.
we just kicking it, to be honest, man. I can't even say a topic. You might have something you want to
You
talk
can't
about.
even say a topic. Y'all just kicking it.
We could talk. Did you hear what
like
we
I
talking
said,
about?
man, the main thing, man, like I said, man, a lot of this is just it's just going to the edge, man. You know what I mean? The system has to go.
All right. Me per se, for example, right? You called in, right? And you said, you said, what's the topic? I told you to spit the topic. Since we've been talking, my main thing is to talk about togetherness and what's the solution after the protest, after we get mad, after you do this and do that, which is appropriate, to be honest, because you're mad and enough is enough. I get that.
And ain't no more at the table, man. You can't sit at the table with them no more. They can't be trusted. You gotta separate.
Okay.
Ain't no options no more. You gotta separate, man.
I kind of agree with you with that.
Coming together in kumbaya.
I agree with you.
There ain't no more of that, man.
I agree with you a little bit.
How long they gonna show you? Okay, you had a person like Drew Brees that got exposed. Okay,
oh, yes,
a man
yes,
that played football since he been 5 years old with brothers. You feel what I'm saying? And then goes ahead at this time to come out of his mouth and say, because he just want to give people the pass, so to give more white people to say what they want to say.
What Drew Brees said was foul.
This shit is not going to change. Those shit got to burn down, B. You got to change everything. You got to change everything, man.
So you believe you're separating from them, and that's it. That's a solution that you feel would be the best thing to do.
That's the solution. Yes, separating from them. Yes. Yes, whatever. We get whatever.
I'm not going to say I disagree 100%.
You know what I mean? That we could go and move. You know what I mean? Generate our businesses. You know what I mean? Open like we have Black Wall Street and all these other spots.
And still do business with everybody.
And bombed us. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So leave us the fuck alone, B. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. It ain't no that's the solution, man.
What did
brother,
Drew Brees exactly say?
Yeah, just for the brothers. What did Drew Brees do exactly, though? Just for people to know.
What you mean? What did he do exactly? It's just the point about y'all not informed in the news of what Drew Brees said.
Not because some people want to know.
That he felt, you should kneel, nobody should kneel, blah, blah, blah. That his family, that his grandfather.
Drew Brees said. Drew Brees said.
Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. A lot of people.
Listen.
Black brothers fought in World War II. Okay, and they came home and they went to thrown in jail. Niggas got hung in their suits, in their fucking army suits, marine suits, whatever. B. Stop being dumb.
Hold on, but we're not against you. We're just saying for the other people that's listening.
Okay.
Yeah. We with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So all I'm saying, man, is just that's it, man. People can't keep falling into the trap, man. Okay, all these people are doing certain things now. Now you see the cops kneeling. They want to walk with people. They want to do all this.
I call that good cop, bad cop. I call that good cop, bad cop.
Huh?
I call that good cop, bad cop when I see that.
That's what they've been doing.
They've been doing that. They've been doing it.
They two-faced, okay?
Yeah, good cop, bad cop.
Really, they got like 10 faces, B. They got 10 faces, okay? They come to you in every which way. Any which way. Just like people is voting for what? You got both sides. You got two devils on both sides. Both lead to the same tree.
They're supposed to be.
If people want to really get at people, let's get at people. Follow the money. The money from it's been the white man's trick from day one. If people go back from the beginning, it's it. This shit could have been stopped, but don't nobody want to stop it. And then you got the uppity. You got people with black faces. You got the ones who now got some money in their pocket. They think they better. You feel what I'm saying? They think they better, and they want to come and now they want to talk. Feel like that. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't feel it never's going to stop because it don't matter who you put in these positions. You feel what I'm saying? You got a small community. You got a small community like Spring Valley. You feel what I'm saying? You had corruption there. They sold them out to the Jews. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It don't matter.
That's a fact.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So,
but togetherness is the reason why it happened.
It's stupidity to me, man. It's just stupidity. And what people got to understand, we're not black. We're Moors. So that's where we don't have no rights. So that's where going wrong too. So I don't understand all these supposed to be intelligent civil lawyers and all this. Why they don't know that? Why they don't know that we're not black? We are Moors, and that's why we lost and we have no rights, and we still don't have no rights to this day.
That's true though.
I agree with you, man. 100% I agree with you.
That's true.
Man. You know what I mean?
But that's where the lack of
why
togetherness.
all these people who got money, these celebrities, all these people, why they don't know that? Why they don't know that we're not black? People's not educated on that. I just found this out. I'm not gonna say I know this for that long. You feel what I'm saying? I got educated by another brother. Each one teach one.
That's right. Iron sharpens iron.
Absolutely, my brother. We got another call on the line. We're about to call, so thank you for calling, my brother. You know what I mean? We appreciate you, man. Yo, keep in tune.
Yo, love, man.
Subscribe, share, let your people know. And what you
he
said
can't correct, though. I like that.
Truth,
He can't correct.
And we got nothing but love for you, my brother. Nothing but love, man.
All right, thank you, my brother.
Right.
Thank you. Peace.
Who's all the other calls we got on the line?
All right, next caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up? It's Almighty Jughead.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
What's good, Jim Christ?
How you doing?
I'm all right. What's today's topic, you heard?
Today's topic is, to be honest, what I started off with was the riots. How I, you know what I mean? To some degree, I agree with it. I see the reason for it, and I want to know, after we do that, after the people that's out there doing it, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, what's next? What's the next move? You know what I mean? From what's been going on, as you can see, police are still killing, are still mistreating their power, and so on and so on. So the protest part and the burning downs and all that is not making 100% any stoppage in the misuses of power, as you can see on social media.
You hear me?
Did you hear me?
I lost you, dog. I can hear you.
Did you hear what I just said?
I hear you. You said the misuses of power. Don't stop it, though.
I'm just saying, since the protests,
I hear everything you're saying.
All right, how do you elaborate on that?
Now, I say, if I say I agree with you, I do, but I also got a rude awakening.
Okay.
That what we think is appropriate is outdated. These young cats, they got their own feeling of what's appropriate. And they doing what they doing, and it's been getting results. So much to the fact that the NFL apologized. They put Black Lives Matter on Washington, D.C.
I don't trust the NFL. I don't trust the NFL 1,000% when it comes to that move.
No. I'm saying to the fact that they made them apologize. I don't care about trust or not. If they actually what they did, you feel me? Any other action, the last rally and all that crazy shit they had. Nobody didn't make a move. This is making a move. Now it's up to them cats when they want to slow down. Now you and I know that we would have been slowed down if we would have been involved in stuff like that. But we would have felt that, let the niggas take the cause and let's see if he get acquitted. Let's see if cops still doing it. Cops still doing it. It don't matter. They just did bust the old white dude head up in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? They still doing it. It's gonna take time. But at the end of the day, I don't feel that we should they should keep pushing those buttons to the fact where they might bring in a higher power and fuck it up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because some people really need to go to work. Some people really need their medicine. A lot of people really dependent on life. You know what I'm saying right now. So
yeah, brother. Brother. With everything you said is straight facts, brother. We got another caller on the line. And we ready to get this going, brother. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Good looking for the call, though, baby. Shout it out. Go ahead. Let him shout out.
Good, nigga.
What's good?
Cream, nigga.
Oh, Cream, what up, baby? You see what's going on, man? Where you at, baby? What happened?
Talking about beef.
Nah.
We on Zim Radio right now, yo. Zim Radio.
You on Zim Radio, man. That's a good way of putting it. RALPHDAMOUTH Radio. You can do it like that, too. I'll take it.
The nigga that owned the radio station.
Yo,
we got the next caller,
we got a next caller coming on in, baby. Good looking at the calls, man. Try to blow up spots out of here, man. Oh man, the time about to
Yes, brother. Yo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hello? I'm taking calls today. But that other brother, that was good. I like what he was saying, man. He's right. A few things that I don't, you know what I mean, I don't hunt it, but basically he was on point. He was on point.
No, he was actually speaking straight facts.
Yeah, he was on point. He was on point.
But you gotta understand, other people got the way they feel, man. You know what I mean? You can have somebody feel the way you want to feel.
Exactly. Yeah. I got, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got their own opinions, and some people got factual opinions.
Yeah, factual.
There's nothing wrong with factual opinions.
Hello.
I guess he hung up, yo.
What's too bad?
Okay, we on a dead zone now.
Yeah, how you doing, brother? Yo, here goes the caller right here, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm from Spring Valley.
Okay.
Okay, I'm from Spring Valley. You know what I mean? What's this, Zim Radio?
Yes, sir.
Ralph the Mouth. Ralph the Mouth.
Ralph the Mouth Radio.
All right. What's up, Zim? What's up, kid?
How you doing, sir?
All right. This is B-Nax. This is Brian Burnax.
Oh, okay.
All right, you know, I just want to say what's up, you know. Everything is good, you know. Out here, you know, everybody, you know, protesting, you know, everybody with that.
Did you step out there? Did you step out there, brother? Did you step out there?
Nah. I ain't step out because I'm in a program trying to get myself better.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be out there with the movement, you know, but I ain't trying with all that looting stuff. You know what I mean? They doing it backwards, you know what I mean? But then again, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Only thing people respect is violence. I mean, you know what I mean? You smack me, then you know what I mean? There's consequences behind that.
I understand. So, trust me.
You know, but you got to go about it the right way. You know, but you know, everybody eats their own. So, you know, I ain't gonna tell nobody what they can do, what they can't do. You know, it's time. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing out of bounds, because I don't want people to take it the wrong way, but you know, people standing up, man.
That's right. Enough is enough, man. Time. Ain't nothing wrong with defending yourself after a while when enough is enough. It's enough, B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's what it is, man. They've been doing that for us for years.
For years, man.
You know
when do we stop it?
Check out the funny thing. Check out the funny thing. When Colin Kaepernick took a knee, everybody was like looking at him a good way. Now, here we go again. The same knee killed the black man. Now, what you gonna do about that? You
exactly.
Know what I mean?
Y'all keep killing, and then they kill somebody else. They just kill somebody else, man. Like, when do y'all stop, man? Enough is enough, man. They still killing, bro. They ain't want to stop. They don't want to stop. Like, I understand you got to do your job as a cop, and you got to arrest. You got to do that, but your job as a cop is not to come out there and kill. That's all I know. Your job is not to come out just to kill. That's not on the job resume, unless we don't know about it. Unless it's something on the resume we don't know about.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're using force. You know
they're using too much force, man.
Yeah, they're using force.
Deadly force.
When it shouldn't be deadly force, when it shouldn't be force. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy, but now all of a sudden when we show force, it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's a problem when we start showing force. But you know what I mean? Like I said, man, as long as everybody's still standing up together as one, you know what I mean? If the voice is being heard now. So now the government and all of that is starting to step it up a little something.
I'm here to make sure that word is out too, B.
All the way around the world.
I'm gonna make sure that word is out too, man. I ain't playing with this, man. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that word out. You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, you know what I mean? I just want to give a shout out to my man. Yo, listen, man. Y'all brothers keep it up with radio.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Brother.
You got another caller?
Yeah, we got another caller. Hang on, my brother.
Which one was the first one?
Jackson. Yeah. We got a brother calling from the Jackson. Connect us.
Hold on 1 second.
What's up? 1 second, my brother.
1 second, my brother. What's your name? Where you calling?
Yeah, what up, baby?
Yeah,
Big Fluff.
Oh, what up, baby?
What up? What's good, kid?
Have you been watching for the beginning, or you gonna chime in what we've been talking about?
Nah, ain't nothing. I'm just calling to say salute. That is. That's
Thank you,
all.
sir.
We build all day, every day. I ain't got nothing to talk about. This salute.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's
You
what's
know,
up, man. I appreciate it.
you know what I'm saying? Well, what is this? This Cuzzo?
Yeah.
Cuz, what up, man? I see Jim over there doing his thing right there. He look real comfortable up there in New York too.
Yeah, he's doing good, man. Yo, you see Pete Rock came by, right?
Yeah. I see him up there. I rock with him, so you know what it is.
Yeah.
I know I got everybody calling in right now for him.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Everybody trying to put them.
Listen, yo, y'all doing y'all thing, man. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Just tell them to stay on task. Don't
Stay
zone
sucker,
off, 'cause
stay
he might
sucker
zone
free.
off. Tell them don't zone.
Stay sucker free.
Yeah, stay sucker free. Stay sucker free, man, to keep feeding the audience, man, that good food, man. He know what it is. He definitely
I
know
got
what it
you,
is.
dog. Let me get this caller real quick.
You
I
know?
got you.
You okay? Yeah, do you? Yeah.
All right, thank you, brother. Yo, next caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Sherman Branch calling from Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. What up, baby?
Vegas,
Yo, what's up?
I'm out here, man. You see what's going on, baby?
No, I don't, but the bat signal just came out to me over on social media.
Oh, the
saying
bat
to
signal?
Call right now.
You caught the signal?
So what's going on? When they said to call the peace, I just called. I didn't even ask what's going on. What's happening?
I'm just, just doing a little talk about what's going on around us, man, and see what people feel about it, man.
I tell you this, and I hope a lot of people are listening. And I'm a diversity champion, so I don't particularly discriminate against anybody. But here's the deal: you got a lot of people. I got some friends who are Puerto Rican, got some friends who are Asian, and I'm asking the question, why Black lives? Why we don't matter? Filipinos don't matter. Here's the deal. Here's the straight out deal. You can do much. You can be a historian, research as much as you want. The bottom line is that none of these other cultures, none, would have a damn thing if it was for the sacrifice of Black people. And this is why I say this. The civil rights movement was focused. The focal point was Black people for civil rights. Every right that every culture, Chinese, every have, it's because of people's sacrifice. Now,
Facts.
do you have a Hispanic Day matter? Do you have a Chinese Day matter? Do you have a Puerto Rican Day? No. So they should be appreciative that they get to reap the benefits, because look, in history, none of them fought themselves as a culture and won anything. Look what happened to our Indians, our Native Americans. All of them get to reap the benefits of our progress. You can mad at me as much as you want, but that's just the bottom line. So instead of the Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and everybody getting mad at why are only Black, you should be like, let's hold our brothers down. We ain't gonna get shit unless it comes through them. Now, I know we only make up 12.7, maybe 13% of the population, but we are a powerful force. Did you see the Commissioner Goodell? Did you see him?
Do you believe it? Do you believe what he did, though? I see
said?
what he did. I see what he did and said, but do you believe in that? Did you believe in it? I didn't 100.
No, you know what? Even if he's just lip syncing or doing some military, it's the point that the whole world sees this.
Okay.
The significance of the Black is extremely powerful, and we don't make up the big majority of the population.
Did you see what Reebok did too? Did you see what Reebok did? Reebok did the similar move when they said it wasn't for the Black people that Reebok wouldn't be what it was. They did that too.
But let me ask you this: did Reebok say because it wasn't for the Latino population, if it wasn't for any other culture, people should understand, benefit, learn, and benefit from what the contributions and sacrifices that Blacks have made.
That's a fact. That's a big fact right there.
And I'm not going to get upset. I know a lot of people probably want to call in, but I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to say that, and thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, we got another call.
All right, Sam, I'll holler.
Thanks for calling, brother.
All right, give me 1 second, brother. I'm gonna put you live on the line. Yeah, we got another caller.
Keep calling in, people, man. Express yourself, man.
Yes, brother. Where you
I'm right
calling
here.
from? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm chilling, man. Spring City, man. Spring Valley, New York. Man.
What up, baby? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Shannon, is you there?
Yes, sir.
Chilling, man. Long time no hear from. How are you?
I'm living, man. You know what I mean? Just keep going straight forward.
That's a good thing, man. I like what you're doing, man. The radio, I like.
What's going on, man? You got something you want to?
Maintaining, man. Still kind of in shock on, what's really going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
What are your thoughts on it, man? What do you think?
my thoughts is crazy, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not crazy. It's just.
I'm glad that we caught this on tape.
Okay.
You know, I'm glad we caught it on tape. But even back in like 1991, when we caught Rodney King on tape, they still really didn't even do anything. And even though they got this on tape, I'm glad that they reacted. Even though as soon as he was fired or all four were fired, they should have all been arrested.
Immediately.
They were fired, they should have been arrested.
They should have been arrested immediately.
I'm sorry?
They should have been arrested immediately, just like the jogger dude. They took about 2 or 3 months to get the jogger dude. They should have been arrested immediately. That was murder.
Yes, it was clearly murder. But the thing is, I'm hoping that it just okay, they got this thing done right here. What's next? They still killing people.
That's what I wanted to hear right there. That's what I want to hear right there.
They're still killing people.
That's what I want to hear right there.
All they did was shine a light on this one incident, which I'm glad it did.
Brother.
And I'm glad of the solidarity that it actually had. Because I was watching something the other day. It was on YouTube how so many countries was all in for this one gentleman. You know, and it's ironic that we happen to know some of his families from
exactly. Yeah, we know him. We know him.
Which is mind-boggling to me, but you know, it shouldn't even happen, but it's still happening. You know, it's still happening. But I still think because it happened, I think that we're slowly starting to chip away at this white supremacy thing. Because I also think, like, the younger generation, guess what? They like hip hop. They like black music. They love black music. It's still going to take some more time, but I believe we're starting to chip away. I also believe that there should be because of what just recently happened, there should be some kind of a lynching type of law. There should be a law, you know, because the one thing that will affect people is their money, and if something were to happen to them, you can't just keep doing this and doing this and doing this because they're making it normal to kill black people.
Brother,
they're making it normal.
You need collective power. You need collective power to make those type of laws stick. Right now, like you said, the moves that we're making is showing the collective power. Now you have to organize the energy. The energy can't be into empty stores and all that. Look, you gotta. We have no leaders. You know that leadership part too is a little bit of a problem. Who's going to be the spokesman? Who's going to tell the young folks that are mad, full of that energy, slow down? We're going another route. We did the battle right here, and what's next? That's the problem right there.
Brother, I just want to ask you: are you a black Latino?
Me, I'm just black and American, brother.
Okay.
Yes. You see why this thing is not stopping? Also, is because we killing ourselves too out there. These young kids are grabbing up guns.
It's not even that
and they're shooting each other. They're shooting another black person. They're shooting another brother.
Let's look at it like this.
Their own kind.
Let's look at it like this.
Even during the coronavirus, there was kids. They was still out there shooting each other, killing each other during the coronavirus. And now
we still need help, man.
A lot of help.
As a community, we still need help. We still need help. We definitely
but that's the OG's job.
We need to be mended, man. You are 100% right.
That's the OG's job.
Everybody, but I believe, I mean, Ice Cube said it really well. Broke mother effers make the best crooks. If we had what we were supposed to have, if we were taught the way we were supposed to be taught, a much better education, a lot of this probably wouldn't be happening.
Okay.
If you had what you were supposed to have, what we were promised to us, and I'm not making that as an excuse, but if we had what we were supposed to have to begin with, I believe a lot of this would have stopped.
In 2020,
a lot of this.
In 2020, do you think that we have enough power, people, money, and influence in this system to make a better change, to have our own hospital, school system, and so on and so on? Yes or no?
I would say not exactly.
What do you mean?
Well, let me say this. Let me reframe that.
Okay.
Our black celebrities.
Forget this is the black celebrities. You got the black celebrities, you have the lawyers, the doctors, and the list goes on.
Because everything that you have to do in this country, you have to get approved. You have to get approved from somewhere. You can't just open up a hospital. You can't even build on your own property without getting approved.
No, but listen, brother. Since we built this country, that's what I was talking about, Sam. We need reparation. What the normal people can't do, we need to be able to do so we can build that nation. You know, the laws apply for them, but those laws can't apply for us anymore because we've been applying for these laws and we've been suffering. You know?
Yes. Well, for instance, like the stimulus check that they allegedly gave us, or whatever the case is, that lets you know right then and there that we could have there was enough money.
Money's there. Money's there.
Yeah, we got the money because you know what somebody said. I think it was the Asian people. Asian brother also wrote a book like why he hate the black man so much because you know what I mean how we still can be so attached to the same person that oppressing us for so many years. How you don't show any kind of separation,
remorse?
You know, remorse. You know, and they also said like the black man it's like the way we think. It's like how it's like saying Shaq. It's like Shaq thinking he's a midget. Like we don't have we think we short, even though we tall, even though we poor, we still think in mentality we still don't think we can become rich. Because if we all stick together, we spend trillions of dollars a year.
We're the number one spenders
as a black, and if you combine the Spanish,
we're the number one spenders, man.
The Native Americans, you combine those people that's been.
That's what I meant by that when I brought up. Do we have enough people power? Like we made a chicken. Hey, blacks made a chicken sandwich famous one day, man. Like they broke a record on a chicken sandwich one day. Let the Jordans come out right now. Like that's what I'm trying to get at. I'm not even trying to like throw mud on the game, but come on, let's keep it real. Like when it comes to certain things, if it looks good for them, they can make it pop like that. Every community most blacks live in are bought by blacks. Like they have to pay the rent, they have to pay the cable bill, they have to do all that, and it's owned by another culture. Like, think about that. You could sustain another culture, but it's your neighborhood. You could put the money in their pocket. Like, come on, think about that.
For instance, like Black Wall Street. Like that's a perfect example. Like Black Wall Street, back around 1908 to like 1921.
Okay.
They had their own economic system.
How long did the money stay inside?
I'm sorry?
How long did the money stay inside of that community?
The money, I believe the money stayed in there for nearly a year before it went out. So that's extreme. Now today we get our check and it's gone in like 10 minutes.
Thank you. That's terrible.
Straight out the hood.
How does the Jew does it? How does the Jew does it?
We don't own anything here.
How does the Jew does it?
There. I'm sorry?
How does the Jew does it?
I'm sorry. Jews?
How do they do with their money? Where do you think their money stays?
Oh, did you say Jews?
Yeah, Jews, the Jewish people.
Oh, it stays in their community easily.
Thank you.
And they have their own stores.
Thank you. They don't beg to buy from their store. They just put them up and they know that this is where we buying. Like we're still in the process of saying buy black in 2020.
Are you 100% right?
That's crazy. Think about that. Like I understand what people are trying to do, and I'm not against that. I'm not against the promotion of it. But think about it. You're in 2020. You're still asking your own culture to buy from you. In 2020, think about that.
And black people is like the last person to understand that. The Spanish people understand it already.
Of course, once they put up their Spanish store, they know who their customer is going to be. They know who their customer is going to be. My Spanish customer.
Oh shit!
Right,
We're going here. Compadres, we're going here. You know what I mean? They already know.
And I'm speaking from a Haitian. I'm speaking from a Haitian point of view. You understand what I'm trying to say?
No. I get it. I understand.
Trust me, we have a different vision. To be honest, if you know what I'm saying, we really do have a different vision when it comes to this 100%. We don't see it 100 the same way. You know what I mean? We see it as black people going through this and we mad like oh. But if you really want to get technical, we be feeling like they ain't really got nothing to do with this and da 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 da. But really it does. You know what I mean? We're all black in this country and we should be sticking together. We should all be, you know what I mean? But we see it in another format.
Right.
Okay.
It's a conditioned stimulus, man. Most of us, we were conditioned that way.
That's right.
You know, and we shouldn't be. We're old enough to know now.
That's right.
But,
My brother,
most of us are
Yo, I got another caller coming in.
Yo, my brother, thank you for calling. We appreciate you.
Stay tuned.
That's all good.
Share the video. Because what you
All
talking
good,
is
man.
facts. What you talking is facts. You know what I mean? Share the video because what you talking, we need to hear.
Yeah, share the video.
Share it, please, my brother.
Share it. Share it.
Yeah, share
Will
like
do.
the video.
Good looking, bro.
Thanks, man.
I like what y'all doing.
Yes, sir.
All right, my brother.
like
Appreciate
what
you,
y'all
my
doing.
nigga. God bless you.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
good day. Thank you.
All right.
Hey.
Yes, next caller, you on the line. What's your name? Where you calling
What up,
from?
Zero TV, Cassie Cat Infection, Pop, whatever you want to be, man. What's up? What's shaking, man? I'm coming from the NY, man. What's good?
Who's this? I didn't hear you.
I said it's Shell TV, man, calling from the NY.
Oh,
man.
what up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, it's Cassie Cat Infection, man. What's shaking, man? What's up with y'all, man?
That's much better, brother. You sound much clearer.
Okay.
Like that, brother. Right.
You see what's going on? We're in the World TV. Ralph the Mouth, the host, man. You already know.
Yeah, what's up? So what we talking about today, man? What topics or we just freestyling?
I could do whatever, but the topic that we started off with was the protesting and what are the people plan on doing? What's the next wave? What's the next wave? You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you at war, which we are at, that's what it looks like. When you're doing killings and all that, killing is either murder, it's either war or something like that. So you have to prepare for those type of situations. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you, but let me tell you something I always wanted to speak on. You know how you get rid of racism?
How?
You get rid of racism by the way you carry yourself towards the white man. If you keep being timid in front of the white man, he's always going to do us like that. You got to have that aggression. I always say, have that dark-skinned demeanor. You know what I'm saying? And the white man won't treat us like that. There's too many of us.
What's the dark-skinned demeanor? What's the dark-skinned demeanor?
I don't understand how we are people still get oppressed by a small group of people. We can beat them in any physical challenge. They know for a fact that a white man against a black man is definitely not going to happen. So I don't even know why we even go through this. It just doesn't make any sense right now, man. They only have that back in their gun. That's the only way they overpower us. But hands up, come on, they know better than that, man. You gotta come with that demeanor. They're not gonna show no racism if you come at them with that aggression. White people are too timid. They too scared. I don't care how Italian they want to be. They see us, they get nervous. You know how that is, man. They be like, oh my God, no, I'm sorry. I came to the wrong house. I'm telling you, this is how they move. We gotta do better than what we're doing, man. You gotta stop submitting to them. I mean, you submitting to them. I mean,
that's real like that. I hear you.
You can't be doing this all the shit all the time. You can't be doing that. You can't be kissing up to them because they just like me and you. We bleed the same blood. You better stop acting like that, man.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's the problem, though. That's the problem. People keep looking up for something from the white man, some kind of pat on the back from the white man. They need to start.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like that, they get brownie points for no reason. It's not like their paychecks gonna get no higher. They're gonna get the same pay. They're gonna have to work the same hours. So I don't know why they want to sit up there and be a patsy to them. Just be yourself, man, and then you won't be going through this. And I feel bad for all the people that's going through the hell that we go through. But like I said, it's the badge and that gun is the reason why that we getting with the problems. Because if they didn't have that, come on. Physically, you know for a fact. I be seeing women on them in the gym all the time, no homo. But when them dudes in the gym, they know they don't got no competition around them. You know what I'm saying? You know, where the white boys be at? How come they go to the same gyms? How come they not going out there doing the workout right in front of them? You know what I mean? It's a different ball game, man.
We should never let not one of them step inside that protest. That's what happened.
Huh?
Not one of them should have stepped inside that protest.
It should have been black people only. It should have been black people only because all these other white people spray painting buildings, looting. We wasn't about that, bro.
Yeah, when I see that, I don't like that.
That has nothing to do with what the situation was. It was about somebody dying, so we were just sticking up for that. So all that stealing, that was just a free pass for everybody to just act like wild animals. Literally. Now they're going to sit there and look at us like that. Say, shit, this is what we said, Billy. You know why? Look at them. Look at them. This is exactly what they were going to do. And
you're right. You're right about that one.
You wanted them to show them, because you know how it is. You ever heard that term? Hey, that's a fact. They say you put a educated black man in front of any white man, that's his nightmare. So if we was to be there and just speak, you know what I'm saying, and do everything without having to lift a finger, they would have shut him down just with that alone. That's why I like Barack so much. Because Barack was very intelligent and he carried himself like a black man the whole 8 years.
Yeah, listen, yeah, brother.
And that's what they didn't want. They wanted him to be a Tom. They thought because he was light skinned that he was just gonna walk through there and be like one of those step sections. But he ended up being a real black man. It was to the point when you be walking down the corner, I'll be thinking, no homo, he's gonna grab his shit. That's why I said, oh shit, don't do that, Barack. Don't do that, because you don't really fuck it up. But that man kept himself as a black man. That's one thing I gotta say, man. That's the only thing I liked about it.
Your brother.
And everybody, and this is what we gotta do. You know what we gotta do, right?
Shells.
Yeah.
Shells, I want to ask you one question because you sound like a very intellectual guy. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you a question. Like a lot of the shit that's going on right now, I feel like it's structured. The whole conversation we're talking about is black men need structure. You know what I'm saying? Black men have no structure. Black men have no loyalty. Anybody can infiltrate his system. You know what I mean? Anybody can come in. Like if you look at the parade, why? I understand the white people have love for you. You know this, that, and therefore. But what's going on? We didn't stick together. That's why we started the Million Man March. We need 1 million black people together, more, holding hands. We all together. We all carry.
I never understood all the hate that the black. Let me tell you something. I just was in a situation right now. Right, I'm back in Harrisburg. Right, when I'm around all the Latinos, you don't never see the Latinos hating on each other. Now they might have a little animosity amongst themselves, but you never see no drama. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect, you don't see Spanish people walk into a place and then they get sucked in teeth, they get angry. That's something that we gotta stop doing. Black women, black men, you can't just go around somebody else and just get an instant attitude because somebody might be doing a little better than you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Get up to that person's level and then you be all right. Or everybody walk on the same plane. That's how I look at it. It should never be a situation where you walk somewhere and then there's an attitude all the time. That's one thing about black people that we gotta stop doing. We all do that for no reason. I don't understand it. If a crew come around another crew, somebody gotta hate on them. Oh man, them niggas ain't getting no money. Like, you know what I mean? That don't make no sense. You don't see no other ethnic background doing that for us.
I seen the shit the other day on the train and shit. I see somebody arguing with the person, another black. I'm like, damn, if it was another white person, would that person would have done that? Would that person would have got it all in his face?
Bro, let me tell you something. That's one thing you will never see. There's things that white people do that black people have never. They're never gonna do that type of stuff. You ever notice? You know what we have a problem of? We leave our house, right? This is what I always say. I don't never want to leave the home. You know what I'm saying? The white man never leaves the home. You know what a white guy told me the other day? He said, yeah, me and my wife been divorced for 5 years. I live upstairs, she lives downstairs, but we only staying together because it's sickness. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to start doing.
Structure. It's structure. That's what I've been talking about the whole day.
That's a smart move. That's a smart move.
Yeah, because on some real shit, there's no reason for you to really divorce your wife unless she did some real grimy shit to you. You know what I'm saying? But like on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to stick it out. They know it. You got bills, you got a house, you got all this shit to take care of. You gonna split that and then do what? Go to somebody.
We need to always stick together. For there should be no reason why they have hate and animosity towards each other. There's no way it should ever be like that. It's stupid. It should never be a factor like that. We should always be able to sit there and congratulate each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to be changed, so then why don't we act like it? Come on.
Each one.
I like that one. I like that one, bro. I like that one.
Each one teach. Each one teach one. You know what it is?
I like that one, bro.
Yo, brother Shells. We might have to start our own community with brothers that's loyal and disciplined like us, so we could teach other people. Just like how the Blood and the Crips influence black men, we might have to start our own influence of success. We don't need the gangs. We buying houses. You know what I'm saying? We buying property. We eating healthy. We teaching our children. We don't care.
You see RALPHDAMOUTH post. You see what I be on. I'm trying to teach everybody to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Raise the kids properly.
I just got the car wash. Yeah.
Yo, Shells,
that's what I'm saying. Because exactly what you're saying.
You see what I be talking about all the time on my post. Yo, Shells, if you notice, every time you see my post, I talk about eating healthy, raising the kids properly. Stop hanging out with bozo dudes that don't take care of their seeds. Like, if you want to talk about snitches, let's talk about these bozo dudes that you be around that don't take care of their seeds and they're around you. If he's not holding his seeds down, how do you expect him to hold you down? You know what I'm saying? So we have to got to get all that out in the open. That's a fact.
But I was just saying this, because the lady just asked me just now, right? She was like, yo, now this is an Italian lady early this morning, right?
Okay.
Now, she one of them Italian ladies that live in the hood, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what she said to me this morning? She said, why do they have a situation where they got to always hang out just for no reason? I never understood that. They're just hanging out for no apparent reason. There's no money being made. You just sitting there congregating in one little circle. And then what's the point?
That's terrible.
From day in and day out.
Terrible. That's called dead weight. That's called dead weight, brother. That's called dead weight.
It don't make no sense.
I got grown seeds, and I will not teach my seeds to run around with dead weight. No, they can't do that. They can't do that.
I got grown. I got 21 or 29. I got a 26. I got a 17. I'm not playing.
We don't play that.
I don't want
all that dead weight. You can't be doing that. If the person around you, if the person around you can't better you, or you can't better the person, vice versa, the relationship is sour off the rip.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't even want to first be with that person. Because if you can't uplift me, then what's the point of me hanging with you?
It should be vice versa. It should be vice versa.
It's not to be tacky, but everybody is doing something. They're all prominent at one point or another. Everybody, not one person that I'm around. You gotta help them.
You know what's the worst part though, my brother? After all this shit go down, I'm about to hit, like, probably in another day or two, I'm about to hear another black on black crime and shit. That's the
I hope not. I mean, you always
Shells, you know they're still popping off. Don't do that. You don't say nah when you know they're still popping off out there.
Whether it's a celebrity or whatever, one of these.
The gangsters did not stop. The gangsters did not stop. Let's keep it real. They're still out there gang banging. They didn't dead no beef after the situation. They didn't come to the conclusion like, yo, listen, let's stop. You know, when we're ready to kill. We're ready to kill, and we're ready to do this. Let's use the power that we're ready to do to watch the neighborhood, turn a new leaf, turn into soldiers. Instead of that's not happening. Maybe it might happen. You never know. They might be talking about it, and we don't know they're talking about it. I don't know. They might be talking about it. I'm not in the gang meetings. I don't know what they're talking about. So you never know. They could be saying like, yo, listen, fellas, everybody's calling us out. They keep saying we doing all this black on black crime, and maybe it's time for us to step up and come together and protect the neighborhood and show some real black power in another form. Let's see. You never know.
You gotta, like you said before, each one teach one. And then the whole thing about it is, you gotta show them white people that that's not how we move all the time. Not all of us have that mentality.
The music speaks for itself too, as you look for it. The music speaks for itself. You have, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to throw shade or nothing. I'm not trying to throw shade on nothing. But from my experience, I realized, like, say for example, you have Haitian music. They mostly sing love songs. Then you have Jamaican music. They usually drop knowledge and such and such, such and such. Then you got the little Spanish song. They usually like to do their little dancing. And then you got the American music. It's all about killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that out there. It's all about killing each other. You know what I'm saying? The top songs is all about, the top rap songs is about killing each other. Everybody got a gun. Everybody got their money, and so on and so on. I'm just putting it out there. This is what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm blinded by what I'm seeing, but this is what I see. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've been seeing.
I'm live on the radio. That's why.
Yeah, let that person know you live with Ralph the Mouth, man. Go check it out. Share it. Share it, yo. Yo, share it, man.
I'm gonna hit you definitely when it's another time and all that.
Yeah, I'm on again. I'm be on again. Don't worry. We know how we do it.
I don't gotta be safe, man.
Good looking on the call in. Word up.
I work.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling about everything, though, Z?
So far, so good.
Everything good, though, right?
Yeah. I like that the people called in. Some people had some very good things to say. Most of the opinions was on point, and that's what this is about. We want to talk about real solutions, because some people they put on the shows and they're not really saying what needs to be actually
know what I'm saying, Z?
It should be an outrage every
The
day.
media's not blasting it. That's it.
Yeah, but if you keep relying, let's say, okay, listen to this. You keep bringing up the media, right? If you keep saying the media is a liar, they're no good. Why do we keep listening to them? Like, I'm not gonna listen to a liar all day. I don't watch the media. But the point is, though, if you know the media is lying, if you know the media is lying, and they only bring up a topic when it's time for such and such and such and such, why do we even channel in on them? Why don't we crush them? Why don't we crush them as watchers? Why don't we crush them as watchers? Nobody's saying nothing about that. Why don't you crush them as watchers? Why do you have to go to them? Why do you have to go to? If somebody lies all the time, do you want to hear anything they have to say? If you're actually calling somebody a lie, why would you listen to anything they have to say? Please explain that to me. If somebody can explain that to me right now, I'll be like, okay, I understand what you're saying. Because they say some truth, but most of the time the media is lying and they twisting the truth and they put out what they feel like putting out and they give it to you, they feed you, they and then you eat it up and then you find out later on it's a lie. They lure people to feed off of it. So that means if you don't feed off of it, what will happen to the media, folks?
It's a political move anyway. Not only it's a corporate move, but it's a political move too. I was watching Amazon Prime Video last night, right? That's a Black Lives Matter. What the fuck does Amazon care about Black Lives? Why would they? Huh? Why would they?
They don't.
It's a corporate move. They make it.
It's the wave.
That's what I'm saying.
Black Lives Matter is the wave, man. They're gonna serve. They're gonna serve. They're gonna serve.
You know what I'm saying? Who cares about blacks? Who cares about
Blacks gotta care about blacks. Blacks gotta care about blacks. That's all I see. I see it. Blacks have to care about blacks first. Yeah, everybody want to kneel and all of a sudden you want to march. What were you doing that 10 years ago when it was happening? What would you do that when it was 20 years when it was happening? One time they let 40 bullets in somebody to pull out a wallet. Like, come on, the list goes on. Cut it out. Like, now you want to kneel. That same cop that might be kneeling might be the same cop that seen somebody get their head blown away 5 years ago. Now you're leaning to now because that's the new wave. It's the new political wave. It's the new political wave. You see the NFL chimed in.
So listen, as for a black man, we tired of people taking advantage of us. But at the same see time, the shit in front of you. Understand? They're gonna use that to flip that corona.
You see the NFL chimed in. You see Reebok chimed in. All these other places chimed in.
Now you contaminated them.
They know blacks is emotional. Let's play with. They know they're emotional, and you can just.
Anyway, RALPHDAMOUTH has to die for that. If they contaminate us, RALPHDAMOUTH has to die to get that contamination out of your blood. Start gutting it quick. He really knows.
Let me get a
Not long in this garden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tell them I got a big cash right now. I got, you know what I mean? I'm not by myself. So if you see me moving around a certain way, it's because I got other people around me and I have to make sure everybody gets to say what they want to say. That's my job as the host, folks. Always remember that. My job as the host to make sure everybody gets to say. Callers is coming in. Plus I got people at the table with me. I mean, it's not just RALPHDAMOUTH, folks.
RALPHDAMOUTH is holding it down.
Yeah, I'm holding it down. That's what I do. Those who know me know this is nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I love it. You know what I mean? Call in. Who else is calling in, man? Talk to me. I love to be on my post. Leave 1,000 comments. You know what I'm saying? Now you get a chance to talk to me. I'm giving you phone numbers from all type of angles. So I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear, oh, I didn't know. No, it's on my page. I don't want to hear that. It's on my page. All right? So call in, talk to me, and I'm going to answer you the best I can. If I can't answer you, I'm going to tell you I don't know. And it is what it is. You tell me. Maybe you might know more than me, and you might be able to tell me something. I'll take that too.
Let them know, Tom, you got a panel. You got female point of view.
Yeah, I got some females here too. I got the female point of view.
Yeah, son, you got Jamaica point of view. You got Haitian point of view. You got Cuba point of view. You got Puerto Rican point of view. You got Dominican point of view. We got the whole aunties right here. Call up, brothers. Call up, sisters. We want to hear from y'all. But anyway, back to
any comments? I see a comment I can grab up.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? After all this stuff is said and done, right? Yo, you know we all work hard. We in that classification, middle classification and shit. You know what I'm saying? Working check to check. You know what I mean? After all this said and done, what's the best thing you think is gonna happen for you guys? Let me go. I just want to hear you.
What do you mean as far as what?
As for like after
the corona and
all this stuff is going on, protests is done. What are you guys looking forward towards?
What's like the thing that you're really looking forward to after all the BS? What's it like the main thing? Like I can't wait till I can do this at least.
At all.
I got some quiet people here. Don't worry, I'm gonna get them talk.
Add on, guys.
You can add on. It's all good. You want to be segregated? Yeah, man. Oh. Huh? Yo, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I wouldn't mind a separation. I wouldn't mind a separation either.
It should be segregated right now.
No, we're not.
Yeah, because
no, we're not.
You've been segregated.
No, we're not.
You can't go certain places.
No, we're not segregated.
Get treated the way you can't get treated the way their next man get treated.
Hold on.
You know what segregation means?
Tell me.
No, that's not what it means. Segregation means when you're in a community, somebody who doesn't live in your community control the finances. But Chinatown is not segregated. You know why? Because the people who live in Chinatown, they control the finances of Chinatown.
Somebody said they can't hear me.
But the black community is segregated. Because even outsiders run your economics. That's where it's segregated. You know what I mean? People who have no interest in the community. The Jews, they're not segregated. You know why? Because they got their own police, they got their own ambulance, they control their own stores, their own banks.
We know this.
You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Who cares if you rock show?
Alright. Yeah, we got somebody on the line.
Oh yeah, we got a caller on the line.
We got a call on the line. Everybody respect the caller. Hello.
All right,
how you
sister.
doing?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Deidre. I'm from Spring Valley.
Okay. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see you doing your thing. But one of the problems we have is
I like the way you come out too. Hold on. I like the way you came out too. Do it. Just come on out. Just come on out, girl. I like that one right there.
We like that.
Go ahead. Go. Go.
One problem that we need to do is take our children out of their education system.
Okay.
Because our children don't have nothing to motivate them. They go to these public schools, go to their schools, and there's nothing to motivate them. They hear about Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, but there's so many more black leaders. Even today, there's a few black leaders. They need to learn about other black leaders.
Of course.
We need to teach our children. You know, we teach our children to walk and talk, but we don't teach our children responsibility enough.
Absolutely.
And to protect one another. Everything starts from home. But if we was teaching our children to protect each other from gay, we wouldn't have such a problem now. A lot of mothers, a lot of single mothers put their children up against each other. That's one problem we have, the favoritism. I'm going to treat this child this way, but I'm going to treat this child another way. No, we got to stop doing that. Well, my children, I got 3 children, I show them love equally, and I constantly tell them, I love you, not just because I love them, because I want them to tell themselves, I love you.
I love to hear that, sister.
Yeah, but you know, earlier when I was talking, right, and that comes with like say for example, black people have a habit like soon as the celebrities open their mouths and they jump ship with them. Me, I look at them like, listen, those same people that's running their mouth have the power to open up what you just said. Black schools across the nation. I watched it's called instant gratification, I call it. I watched a Jew in Rockland County do instant gratification. Within 3 years, you've seen what he was doing. You've seen the buildings coming up. You've seen the schools coming up. You've seen the security coming up. And you've seen so on and so on. After a while, it came up so fast, people wonder how the hell they did it. When they seen the police, when they seen the Jewish police.
Yeah, because, you know, one of our biggest problems is we fight for everybody else, but we don't fight for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Trump said something about putting up the wall for the Mexicans. Black folks went crazy. Where the Mexicans at now?
They don't. They're not going to worry
when
about
the
us like that. They're not
LGBT,
going to do
whatever
that.
Q club, they came out fighting for their rights. We're black people, especially black women, on the front line. Where are these people at now? Why they not shouting from the rooftop for us? We fight for everybody else, but when it comes to us, we quiet. We're finally doing something. I'm not going to agree with the writing, but I understand it. I understand it.
But this is not the first time this type of riot happened.
And the reason why I kind of don't agree with it, because we have to remember, you're taking a lot of black people out of work as well.
But this is not the first time this type of riot happened. I understand. I understand it's happening.
We rioted, and then what?
Okay.
Now all of a sudden, black people saying support each other. You should have been supporting me. You should have been supporting you. We should have been doing this. What's wrong? But they'll get on our post if we saying something about some beef, then support that.
That's terrible.
Why don't you want me to level up? Because the more I level up, the more you level up, we can pull another brother in.
And black people have the power to level up because think about it. Arabs come in there, Chinese come up in there, everybody come up in there and get money. But when we gonna get the money? Like the legal money, not that bullshit money of selling drugs to each other and such and such, such and such. We want that real money, that business money, that LLC money, that growth money, that money you can hand down to your kids, and at least you ain't got to worry about somebody looking at your skin color because they all owned by a black person. They can hire you. You know what I'm saying? They can hire
you.
And they
what
know
do we
your
do
culture.
All these gas stations in our neighborhood, and we don't have none of them.
You don't own not one of those gas stations.
Why are we servicing everyone?
You good at
nobody services.
They'll hire you to pump the gas, though. Yeah. They'll hire you to pump the gas.
It don't matter. It don't matter how Muslim you are.
And if enough of their people come over here,
you'll never.
They'll hire them to pump the gas.
You'll never tap into that system. You could be Muslim for 100 years, a black Muslim. That Arab still gonna look at you like, listen, he ain't gonna. You still black. You still black. You're not gonna be able to tap into this oil business. Sorry.
It could be tapped in.
Raised on survival.
It could be tapped in.
And not mixing. There's no balance between survival and love. You either raised up for love or raised on survival. There needs to be a balance between that.
Yo, listen. Listen, I love what you said. Yo, we survived, and we've been here for so long. There's no more about survival no more. Now it's all about living.
And you know, I'm speaking from. Like, I said it to a last caller that called in, and you know, I see the vision and the Haitian point of view. If you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know how I used to give it up myself. You know what I'm saying. So enough is enough. That's how we be looking at it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? Like certain things is not.
Yeah, but you know, when we growing up, there was certain elders in the hood that spoke to you and tried to teach you something. Today, you don't have that.
It's there. It's there.
Where's the OGs in the hood at now?
The OGs are there.
Because all of these young men and young females out here banging.
That's terrible.
Come on, it wasn't popular in 1990. No, because we had leadership in our hood. We had elders and leadership. If you do something wrong, they point it out. They tell on you. Now you can't even tell somebody's mama, oh, I seen such and such smoking a cigarette. Oh, you lying, get out my face.
You're a snitch.
No.
You're a snitch. You say that nowadays,
you do that nowadays. You
call your label, you're a snitch.
The kids these days don't listen to the...
Well, I'm a snitch. I'm not giving nobody's child a cigarette. Right. And if I see something done wrong, I know the parent, I'm going to alert the parent. It's upon you what you do with your child. Amen. But I gave you the information that you need to have.
That's a fact.
You have too many parents that smoking and drinking with the parents.
Oh,
that's why you can't go tell them.
All right.
Exactly.
You're damn right.
And when you think that young kid mind is developed, what do you think he's going to do after he's hanging out with you? He's going to try to find a way to go hang out, smoke, and drink with other people. Come on.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's sad to sit and watch that. But we as a people have to police our own neighborhoods. I'm so sick of the no snitch.
That's a fact.
Everybody saying no snitch until your family member gets killed or murdered.
That's a fact.
Do you want somebody to speak up? You know what I'm saying? I lost my ex 5 years ago almost. And the whole community was out there watching this innocent man get murdered.
He was killed by who? Who killed him? Who killed him?
Black man.
A black man killed him? Okay. That's
You
terrible.
know, first and foremost,
Was there outrage?
We gotta be a reflection of ourselves and get ourselves together first.
Was there outrage for his death?
From anybody else, we have to learn to respect and love one another. When we can show people we respect and love one another, because you have a whole lot of black males, Sheldon to the line, that tear down black women like a dog and give the credit to someone else.
That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good. You know, I don't agree with that. You already know I don't agree with that. But let me tell you a secret. Was there outrage? Was there outrage for your husband when he got murdered by that black man?
No, only among his family.
All right then. So
only among his
what
family.
about the black community in the world?
Outrage, there
all right
was
then.
nothing.
All right then. So the focus needs to change sometimes when it comes to that.
Yes.
I got another caller in. I got another caller coming in. Thank you for the call. I appreciate this big time. Stay tuned because you know I'm coming hard now. You know I'm not playing with
I know.
this.
Salute to you, Zim. Salute to you and your fam.
Thank you.
Keep doing your thing. More people should be supporting you and watching as a community so we can come together and talk about these
Listen,
things.
anything that y'all feel that I should be talking about and I should be on it and this, that, and the third, bring it to me. Because I've been on it for years. So it ain't like this is nothing new for me. Everybody that knows me know this is nothing new.
Shared your video.
This is
you
nothing new with
tell
me.
me that, you know, I'm always gonna show the love
That's
regardless.
right. That's right.
I already shared it.
This ain't nothing new. Anybody can't say, yo, he fronting, he talk. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there and done that. Don't bring up the certain topics, a certain situation, because I've been there and done that. Probably more than the person that's talking junk about me. You know what I'm saying? You know what it do. But thank you for calling, love.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That was powerful right there.
Yeah, man. I love to hear that, man. That's how we're supposed to do it, man. This is supposed to be a venting situation at the same time. I want somebody to call it an event and let me know what's going on, their situation, because that's the only way we're going to learn. We ain't the only ones that's going through certain things, to be honest. There's a lot of people that's going through things, and we should hear them out. Thank you. You know what I mean? All the calls is coming. I was shocked, to be honest. I was like, whoa. I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to keep it funky. I was shocked. I'm like, whoa, but I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't scared of it. I'm not even going to lie.
Yo, when you're talking factual, you're talking about realistic things, people want to tune in and listen.
Yeah. I'm right here. I'm here for that. I want to learn too, because I want somebody to call in that knows what's really going on and really could tell me something so I can relate to the people myself. You know what I'm saying? Because the sharper that I am, the sharper that I be when I talk to the people. That's what you want to be. You don't be talking gibberish. I'm tired of that gibberish talk. You go tune into somebody and what he said can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense.
Yo, listen, what you doing, each one teach one.
That's right.
So you're teaching people.
I'd rather teach. I'd rather talk about experience. In case somebody do come at me, and if y'all do come at me with experiences, lifetime, I'm ready for all that. I eat your food. Trust me.
Absolutely. That's what I appreciate about you, my brother. I mean, that's what I like about the build with you, because we could battle each other.
Man,
Yo,
I've been there. I'm talking to experience.
And I like the way I stand. And we meet at the middle, you know what I'm saying? There's understanding and shit. So that's what I mean about bondage, though, Sam. Every man has got different understanding. We come from different paths in life. So we're going to have our different understanding.
They have differences.
You know what I mean? But, yo, as long as
but if you live right
here,
next to me, we breathe in the same air, we have to understand to live better. We're right there.
Absolutely.
We're both breathing the same. If it rain, we all get hit with the rain.
We're in the same environment.
I heard people say sometimes when it comes to like the chemtrails, and I agree that there probably are spraying it, but you have people that also say, okay, let me tell you a secret. I see people say that they drop it on top of black communities. I'm not saying they don't do that. I don't know. I'm not the pilot. I don't know who gave the orders in, but I don't want to believe that if they drop a plane on that black neighborhood and this white neighborhood don't get touched, that the trail doesn't come across and hit other people to poison. I don't want to hear that.
Let's say they drop 10 gallons on the non-white community. They're gonna drop 50 on the black community.
I'm just saying, but like, so in other words, the enemy is who then? Who's the enemy?
The elite. That's it.
Who's the real enemy? If he drops 50 gallons on you and then drops 50 gallons on this person.
No, I said 10.
Okay, whatever number. Who's the enemy?
The elite. Bring
Or is it the
back
person that
league.
got dropped 10 gallons and you only got dropped 5? Or is it
No,
what?
you got 50.
All right, it doesn't matter.
Black.
Who's the enemy? Who's the enemy?
The league. The league's gonna take care.
That's all I'm trying to get at.
Listen, brother. The league's gonna take care.
It's like you're arguing over a piece of shit.
The strongest people. The strongest people first. They're just gonna take out the people he doesn't like. So what the brother's telling you is saying that what he's telling you is like, yo, our people, our black nation, we're gonna get the 50%. The other nations that don't believe in their law,
that's why the brothers gotta go back.
They're gonna go
man.
out.
You gotta remember Public Enemy. Public Enemy took the feel of the black planet. Brothers, that's why they had to kill.
Listen. Let me tell you guys something. Ever since this pandemic happened, it has nothing to do with the middle class or the lower class.
I think it's a setup to some degree. I don't know 100 of it.
Always in a setup.
Yeah, I think we're in the middle of a crossfire.
Listen, yo, when you're always in a scandal and you're always in a setup, does it ever matter to you? If you're always in a scandal, you're always in a setup, it doesn't matter to you.
It's nothing new.
It's nothing new.
That's right.
So when they say, this, that, therefore, you got this, that, we always in the middle of the mix.
Yeah, but as time goes by, the heat gets turned up.
Yeah, you get mad.
I understand that. I understand that, my brother.
You get turned up.
I understand that, my brother. But we always in the mix. We always the one that's running, hiding. We the one that buying the paper towel, the tissue, this, that, and that. But listen, back in those days, Ralph, when we were slaves, they didn't give us tissues to wipe our fucking mouth.
Oh shit!
Why are we running for fucking tissues?
At the same time,
Chantel wanted to call, but she was like a little
back during those times, you were closer to
She's shy.
You didn't have to buy
Let me
water.
tell her.
You could go to the
I know who she is. I think I know.
water
I
you
think.
get from the
Tell her
river
don't be shy.
was
Call her.
1,000
Put her on
times
speaker.
better than that bottle of water
Listen,
you're buying right
Tell her don't be shy, man.
Listen,
Tell her I'm right here, right off the mouth. She be on my post on Facebook, I think.
Right? Listen, right? You see guys, right?
Oh, Chantel, don't do that. Whoever that Chantel is, call back, man. Talk to me. This is your opportunity to talk to Ralph the Mouth, man. Y'all see I be posting like crazy. I'm about to erase all the. Hold on, man. Let me finish. I'm erasing all them posts. You got to talk to me now. All them posts that y'all be talking, you got to come over here and talk to me now, man.
Listen, brother Z, the majority of us that's on the panel right here, we come from a household that we own a piece of land.
Hello?
You know what I'm saying? Because we're all from outside. We're not native to this land. We came in from another land. Our parents conquered, bought land, and brought us in a different structure. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Chantel, you already hung
Our
up. I see you.
mindset is different than others, man. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes for, I always say, structure. You know what I mean? Even if you don't have it,
That's number one.
you structure your child no matter what.
We live. I'm about to dead it soon. I got a few more. Listen, I got a few more calls coming in.
You live in.
We did a good amount of time. And any more calls coming in?
Yo, what's up with homegirl? She's supposed to call in?
Nah, she's not calling. I'm about to end it.
All right.
We had fun.
All right.
Listen. I'll be live again.
Subscribe,
share. Let everybody know. You know what I mean? Keep spreading the word. I put the phone number up next time when I do it, so we don't have the confusion because there's a few different lines. So I'm not gonna lie. But we in the world, man. Ralph the Mouth, man. We in the world TV. Thank you for everybody that was listening. Thank you for the cast that's here. We out of here. Yeah, end, baby.